Well, her name's Rock Chalk. She's the talk of the town. We're the German Shepherd duo, always sniffing around. Smith and Wesson by her side, they ain't just for show. They're the muscle when she's hustling, solving crime on the go. She's got her boots in the dirt, she's cracking the case. A true crime queen with a smirk on her face. Loves her country rap bumping, got that twang and that beat. You mess around with her, you're in for a treat. Oh, F-A-F-O, better watch your step. Rock Chalk's on the scene, she'll clean up your mess. With her dogs and her charm, she'll track you down slow. Oh, F-A-F-O, yeah, you reap what you sow. She's got a badge and a sassy attitude to boot. Kicks down doors like she's in hot pursuit. Smith and Wesson bark, don't you dare run. She's the queen of the scene, yeah, she gets it done. Country rap on the radio, she's cruising the street. From the city to the sticks, she's the one to meet. Her motto's real simple, don't try no bluff. Mess around all you want, but you'll find out quick enough. Whoa, F-A-F-O, better watch your step. Rock Chalk's on the scene, she'll clean up your mess. With her dogs and her charm, she'll track you down slow. Oh, F-A-F-O, yeah, you reap what you sow. She's got cowboy boots and a badge of steel. With a heart of gold and nerves unreal. You thought you could hide, but she's always in the know. Now you caught, son, F-A-F-O. So here's the Rock Chalk and her Shepherd crew. Smith and Wesson got her back and they're coming for you. Country rap in her veins, she's the queen of the scene. F-A-F-O is her motto, and she's living the dream. Rock Chalk out. Hey! She's got cowboy boots and a badge of steel. With a heart of gold and nerves unreal. You thought you could hide, but she's always in the know. Now you caught, son, F-A-F-O. So here's the Rock Chalk and her Shepherd crew. Smith and Wesson got her back and they're coming for you. Country rap in her veins, she's the queen of the scene. F-A-F-O is her motto, and she's living the dream. Rock Chalk out.
Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing? It's good to see everyone. Good to see Journey, Debsy, Christopher, Hawkeyes, Curly Girl, Lavender, Jay Thomas from Greeley, Colorado. It's good to see everybody. We're going to go ahead and start with this one. Okay, here we go.
It's good to see you on this Wednesday. Thanks for joining us for the news at noon. We start with breaking news. 2 defendants have pleaded not guilty in the murder case of Julian Kelly and Veronica Butler. News Channel 10's Paige Stockton is live at the courthouse up in Texas County with what she learned this morning.
Gasps echoed through the courtroom as Tad Cullum and Cole Twombly both pleaded not guilty to 9 felony counts of murders in the murders of Veronica Butler and Jillian Kelly. Tad Cullum appeared in court today with his attorneys to plead not guilty. He has a jury trial set for June 1st of 2026. Now, Cole Twombly appeared with his attorneys as well, but he stood mute, which means he did not enter a plea of guilty, not guilty, no contest. He stood mute, so he did not enter a plea. The courts actually entered his plea of not guilty for him, and he has a jury trial set for October 19th of 2026. That means we are going to trial. Paul Grice and Cora Twombly appeared in court as well for further proceedings, but they did not have much of a say in today's proceedings, and they will appear in court again in August. Now, the families of these murder victims were obviously very upset as the defendants pled not guilty. There was also motions filed by the state that the attorneys had to talk about, and I will have more information on that tonight at the 5 o'clock show. But they did plead guilty, those 2 defendants, and so we will be going to trial. I will have more information tonight. I'm going to send it back to you in the studio. Reporting live, Paige Stockton, News Channel 10.
What do you guys think about that? Hey, Gail. What do you think about Cole Twombly standing mute? It's kind of crazy, huh? And then trying to get his trial moved to 2027? I think not. Been trying to get Julia Thatcher. We text back and forth. She's a great person. There is a longer one, but I do want to share her. She's been on the Kansas Moms case probably about 6 months afterwards. Actually, wait a minute. No, she came out and did a filming while we were looking for him. Anyway, I want to share her stuff because she has stayed on top of it. She went all the way down there today. And yeah, he's praying for a plea deal to be accepted. I think so too. I really do. What kind of plea is he going to get? Seems like them two are trying to say they didn't get their hands dirty, but why shouldn't they be charged the same as the others? They were a part of it. They didn't try to stop it. You know? Anyway, there's a longer one for Julia, but it keeps just going in circles, buffering, so I'm not able to get it pulled up. So I got the smaller one.
5 people accused of murdering 2 Southwest Kansas mothers were in court today. Tad Cullum and Cole Twombly entered pleas in connection to Veronica Butler and Jillian Kelly's deaths. And KSN's Julia Thatcher was also in the courtroom in Texas County, Oklahoma. So Julia, run us through what was happening this morning.
Tad Cullum and Cole Twombly both entered not guilty pleas. Those were the charges of murder in the first degree, deliberate intent, 2 counts, conspiracy, unlawful removal of a dead body, 2 counts, unlawful desecration of a human corpse, 2 counts. Now, what was interesting about Cole's plea is when it was his time to enter a plea, he stood and chose to abstain. The judge called that standing mute and said by default, that is entered as a not guilty plea. At one point, Cole's attorney tried to argue for the case to go to trial in 2027. The judge said no, set it for a 2026 date, and that received a sigh of relief from family members who were sitting behind me, grateful that that trial date was set earlier. So right now, Tad's trial date is set for June 1st of 2026. Cole's is set for October 19th of 2026, and Tiffany Adams January sentencing. And coming up tonight on KSN News at 4, other motions were heard inside of the courtroom today. I'll describe now what the attorneys for Tad, Cole, and Tiffany will now have access to moving forward. Here for you in Guyman, Oklahoma, Julia Thatcher, KSN News 3.
All right. I'm going to try to find the one at 4. Maybe we can get it. I think it's crazy. I'm so glad that she goes down there, though. So glad Julia Thatcher goes down there. See, they were there and did not call 911, and they knew before it happened. That's all it takes to go right to prison for life. I think so too. I think that's the way it should be. I think there's a lot of people. I think there's a lot of people that might have even known what was going on, and didn't say anything. You know, that's what I think. I'm looking for the at 4, but I'll go pull it. Check this out. Hold on. While I'm looking for the other, I'm going to go ahead and start here. Yeah, they planned it. Sure did.
Here we go. All right, are you Ms. Mock? All right, you're here on case number 25 CR 2150. In this case, you're charged with a single count of murder in the first degree. This is an off-grid person felony. The bond in your case is set at $1 million. It is with the conditions of pretrial services, electronic monitoring, no contact with the victim or state's witnesses, and no contact with your stepfather. The bond in your case, your next hearing in this case will be before Judge Gearing on November 14th at 1:30. In November 14th is your next court date. You have completed a financial affidavit. I will approve that, and I will appoint the team of attorneys to represent you as follows: Ian Clark, Brianna George, Jacob Ladani, Randall Price, and Philip White to be the attorneys that represent you. All right? All right, thank you.
World's biggest fan, Angie Mock.
Hey. A former news anchor is reportedly accused of stabbing her mother to death in Wichita, Kansas. Sheriff's Department records show 47-year-old Angeline Mock is accused of first-degree murder and is being held on $1 million bond. She has yet to make her first court appearance. Wichita police say they responded to a call at a home on Halloween morning. Cops found the suspect outside the house and the 80-year-old victim in her bed with multiple stab wounds. She was taken to the hospital but later pronounced dead.
I love highlighting so many cool and interesting things that come to the St. Louis area.
Mock went by Angie Mock when she was a reporter and anchor for St. Louis's Fox affiliate from 2011 to 2015, according to her LinkedIn profile. She has since worked in software sales. For Inside Edition Digital, I'm Mara Montalbano.
It's kind of crazy, huh? I remember it coming across the scanner on Friday. But I will say this. I'm not going to judge yet, but sounds pretty strange that the mom was found in her bed. Now, on the 911 call, according to the scanner, what happened there, she said that her mom had dementia and was trying to stab her. But how did her mom end up in the bed? You know what I mean? It's kind of crazy, huh? She's real pretty too. Real pretty girl. Before, I don't know what's going on. She did change a lot. I was thinking the same thing. I've changed a lot too, but damn.
She was the person you'd wake up to when you flipped on the morning news.
Rich in Texas is behind bars this morning after being caught on camera stealing her neighbor's Christmas lights. Who thinks of that?
That's part of her resume reel that's still on YouTube. She was the face and voice that viewers trusted, but now in a shocking turn of events, this former news anchor is now an accused murderer.
This morning at 07:51 hours, officers responded to a stabbing call in the 1500 block of East Crowley.
She allegedly stabbed to death the person you might least
They'll show a picture of her mom here in just a second.
expect. And police say she stabbed that victim multiple times. However, there appears to be a defense that she's going with. What she is saying her side of the story is to this horrific crime. We're on the case, presented by Law and Crime. I'm Chris Stewart. All right, guys, before we get into this shocking case we're following out of Wichita, Kansas, and we begin this episode of On the Case, I want to take a moment and talk about our partner and sponsor for this episode, a great app. It's called Upside. It gets you cash back when you buy daily essentials like gas and groceries. Now, Upside, it is free. It's easy to use.
I was trying to cancel the Upside, and sorry. We'll fix it. I'll fix it. Trying to get through this damn commercial.
I actually perfect persona, don't they? Right? You flip on the news, it's super early, sun might not be up, but they always have the energy. They always seem to be on top of whatever is going on.
I don't really know how long she's been off TV, but it looks like a minute.
In your community. And it makes what happens in this story so shocking. And we're following it out of Wichita, Kansas, and it involves a former morning news anchor who's now an accused murderer. This is Angie Mock. According to her LinkedIn, she used to work in local news for more than a decade. And that's the kind of job, I mean, I used to be in the industry. It might seem glamorous on the outside, but boy, it is a grind and it takes years of dedication, takes a lot of commitment and sacrifice. And apparently, Mock was someone who did pay her dues in the business. Her career started in November 2002. She was a sports reporter, started out at that small market station, tiny Lincoln, Nebraska, and it appears she really worked her way up through places like Rochester, Minnesota, Missoula, Montana, Oklahoma City, and then she made it to the biggest place she worked, St. Louis. She was a morning anchor in that city from March of 2011 through February of 2015. But in 2015, it appears she got out of the business and transitioned into software sales. Now, along the way, she did seem to have a ton of support from her family, especially her mom, a woman named Anita Avers. Avers worked as a clinical and family therapist in Wichita. Her biography reads that she specializes in treating adults experiencing depression, anxiety, spectrum disorders, trauma, and mood disorders, as well as relationship issues involving couples and marriages like family conflict, infidelity, and divorce. So she was a woman who really handled a lot of very serious issues involving mental health. And it also just appears that she was, at the end of the day, a proud mom of her daughter. In fact, her profile picture right now is her daughter, Angie Mock, and it appears Angie's out live in the field reporting. And this is a picture of the two of them together. This was posted in 2019. Now, a family therapist, a morning news anchor, a mother, and a daughter. Those details just make what happened on October 31st, according to Wichita police, just so difficult to comprehend.
This morning at 7:51 hours, officers responded to a stabbing call in the 1500 block of East Crowley. When officers arrived on scene, they were met in the street with a 48-year-old white female who had suffered from some cuts to her hand. Officers went inside the residence, found an 81-year-old elderly female suffering from multiple stab wounds. Both were transported to local hospitals.
Police say Angie Mock, the former cheerful morning news anchor, killed her own mother, stabbing her multiple times. So here's what we know about what the scene looked like. There's a neighbor that told the local news station KAKE that Mock allegedly ran up to her and her boyfriend. This is what she said. That neighbor said, quote, "There was a woman who approached our vehicle with blood, like her hands were filled. Her body was filled with blood, asking to call 911. Just think of how terrifying a situation that would be if you were just driving down the street and that person comes up to you. But that neighbor said that Mock then took their cell phone and ran into the house, calling 911. She described Mock as acting scared. Now, Mock's mom, who you do see her hugging in this picture, Anita Avers, was rushed to the hospital. She was the victim, 81 years old. She passed away from multiple stab wounds, allegedly at the hands of her own daughter. Now, here's Mock's mugshot. Her full name is Angeline. She's 47 years old, and she was taken into custody on first-degree murder charges. Now, we did find the 911 dispatch chatter from when Mock called for help. And we do get a little bit of insight, a little bit of information about what Mock's side of the story may be. Listen to this.
Williams responding to the cutting at 1514 Scarlet Street. The calling parties advised that on Friday 01CP, the calling party staff were on. The mother started slicing at CP, and the calling party had to stab the mother to save herself. Mother is a white female, 5'9" heavy build, standoff on a rifle. Would you like to attack channel?
So that's the dispatch chatter. And the key part of what you're hearing there is that the dispatcher says that the 911 caller, who is Angie Mock, said something along the lines of needing to allegedly stab her mom to save herself. So could that mean that she is arguing that this was a case of self-defense? Both Mock and her mom were taken to the hospital. Police say Mock did have cuts on her hands. It's unclear if those cuts are defensive wounds. It's also unclear if Mock and her mom, if they were dealing with any mental health issues or if the two had any previous issues between each other. Now, we weren't able to find any previous criminal history for Mock. It seems that her record up until this point was relatively clean, but Mock now is currently being held on $1 million bond in the county jail in Kansas. And this case is now in the criminal justice system. So many people who watch Mock on TV, as you can imagine, they're reacting to the news in shock. Now, there is that big question of whether Mock murdered her mom with premeditation, which is what first-degree murder is in Kansas, or was this truly an act of self-defense? And in the word of dispatchers, is it something that Mock had to do to save herself? Joining us out of
I was muted. Crazy mama. Yes, the daughter had wounds all over her hands, but they haven't released all the wounds on the mom that the mom had. Yes, she let herself go.
Talk more about this is retired NYPD Detective David Sarney. It's always great to have you on Law and Crime, especially when we break down some of these stories where, you know, if you're an officer responding to this, you're just taking in a lot of information right out of the gate. Let's talk a little bit about, you get this call, you know that there was a stabbing of some kind. I mean, what's going on in the car as you're arriving on the scene and what happens next?
Well, thank you for having me. What you're having is 911 gets called. 911 dispatcher will then send it over to the dispatcher. The 911 call center will call the dispatch. Dispatch then sends out the radio run to the officers on scene who are going there. They're going to be asking for further information if there's anything more they have on this, weapons on scene, all this information, and hopefully that's been relayed from the 911 operator to dispatch, and then the officers will get to scene. And it's an active scene at this point because once the phone call is actually coming from one of the, at this time, possible victims. Later on, we find out it's going to be the perpetrator. So you're going to have to make sure, you know, you're going to get the information immediately from the one person who's actually observed everything. There's also a 911 person that were there who saw the incident, or basically initial incident. You're going to separate them at least as best you can, and get and render aid as soon as possible to the victim at this time, and the other victim that you found out is going to be in the bedroom. So everyone is going to pretty much get EMS there as soon as possible. And if you can render aid immediately or some sort of aid yourself, you'll do that.
And I know in this case, excuse me, Angie Mock's mom, the victim in this story, she was rushed to the hospital. She has been stabbed multiple times. She's taken to the hospital. Sadly, she loses her life.
Hey, Journey, how you doing?
Fine. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Thank you for everything you was putting in chat today. You're very
I'm your new producer, remember?
I love it because I'm firing Journey, or not Journey, Justified. She's fired.
She fired. Okay. But she didn't
fired.
last long. She didn't last long then.
She's in the other room. She ain't even watching the show.
She's tired.
Listen, we got up extremely early. That is true.
Yeah.
Very true.
Yeah.
She's got a headache, she says. She's got a headache.
Oh, take a pill. Relax.
She took one Tylenol just a while ago. What do you think about this lady from
Drink water.
Wichita?
Drink water.
That's all she pretty much drinks. What do you think about this pretty lady that is not so pretty anymore? Don't you find it crazy that they found her mom in the bed? She's trying to say that her mom has dementia, was trying to stab her, but her mom was found in the bed.
Yeah, but we don't really know if she has dementia. I mean, it only can be treated by a doctor and confirmed you have dementia. And I don't know, how bad was her dementia? Was she a violent lady with dementia? Because, some are violent and some are calm and happy. And some don't wander around too much. Some wander all night long. I mean, don't know.
And like you said, there will be documentation that the mom had dementia if she had it.
Uh-huh. And was she violent? Because, a lot of people with dementia, if they're not,
You gotta hide them.
Yeah,
And you
definitely
should-
gotta hide them.
and then you should have certain things locked away just in case, what I mean? It's like
Right.
children have locks on your doors and everything, you know what I mean? In your drawers in the kitchen and things like that.
Yep. So Crazy Mama said, does anyone know how long ago she practiced medicine? I don't know, and I'm not sure that she was a doctor or a physician's assistant, but she definitely did counseling. I really don't know what all that entails, so not sure. This did just happen on Halloween morning, so it's still unfolding.
Well, if she did counseling, then she was a counselor.
I think she was a counselor, but you don't have to have, I mean, they don't have a doctor's degree, a PhD.
No, but she could have some kind of social services degree or something like that. Whatever you have to do.
Right. Okay, I'm gonna finish this video and then we'll talk again.
Yeah, okay.
From an investigative standpoint, I don't know if there's a right way to ask this question, but the fact that they have to move her from where she was on the bed, EMS, to try to get her to the hospital, is that a challenge for the investigation where you won't be able to see what position she was in other than it's been reported that she's been left in the bed?
Right. And that's where the interviews, when you do these investigative steps, you have so many people you're going to be interviewing, and one of them is going to be the officers on scene, the first responders. What did they see? Where was the mother in the bed, and how was she situated? Was she in bed like she was sleeping, or was she in bed as in that she fell into the bed? If the officers have body cameras, that's also beneficial. That's always a thing that we utilize a lot, is that, whatever footage they have, especially this is a live active scene, if there's body camera footage, we utilize that. So that's another positive there. So each step of this investigation, you're going to see a lot of it.
Yes, Wichita has body cameras, so does Sedgwick County Sheriff. So
Again, a lot of wheels are in motion at this point. So you have what you have. You have two injured parties, and what's going to happen as far as investigation is concerned is how did they get injured? And that's what the detectives will figure out. And not only that, how are they injured? Who did it? Where's the weapon? And why did it happen?
Well, and let's talk a little bit about Angie Mock, this suspect, because it appears that she's going with self-defense argument, but she's also facing first-degree murder, which in Kansas would be premeditation. What kind of evidence might law enforcement have for within a couple of days to say that this is what we're going to be charging her with?
That's going to be the statements made by the defendant at this time prior to being arrested. When she spoke to the dispatcher, all of these pieces will come together in that puzzle. But that's why the officers can make the arrest. We arrest on probable cause, and the prosecutor then determines the fact whether or not those charges will be either reduced or upgraded. And at this point, they've upgraded to murder one, presuming this is premeditated. Because now you have to realize the relationship between the mother and daughter. Was the mother and daughter living together? These are things that come another part of that. So each piece of this comes in, and it's amazing the fact that they do murder one immediately. And usually there's I'm waiting, maybe there's going to be additional charges, or they may have a reduction in the charge from murder one to say manslaughter or murder two. So that's going to come out later on, but they're keeping it the highest charge right now. So they believe they have enough to prosecute this beyond a reasonable doubt.
And for her, she makes this statement that, it appears it's a self-defense argument, something along the lines of, I had to do it to save myself. And I don't know if there's a mental health challenge that's going on. I'm not sure. How do you determine, considering there were two people that know what happened and one of them's dead? How do you know, as the people investigating this, whether this was self-defense or not?
Well, we look, as far as investigators, we look to find out the whys, and that's where the people have this, what we call the culpable mental state. Was it intentional? And was it accidental? It doesn't seem to be that way. Was it reckless? Was it, knowingly doing this? These are coming into play, but with murder one, it's intentional. So we're looking to find evidence to show the intent of the individual, and that's usually the hardest to prove. So that's why they're going to do it again, a deep dive into the defendant at this point via social media, any domestic incident reports they've had in the past, talk to neighbors, talk to friends, to see if there was some sort of acrimony between them, that relationship, because the self-defense is what the prosecutor is going to have to deal with, if that's going to be the case. And now the defense attorney is going to have to bring into play some evidence to show that there's self-defense. And the prosecutor is going to look at all the evidence they have to refute that defense by the defense attorney.
What could it mean where it's police say she had cuts on her hands, and she had to be, Angie Mock, the suspect in this case, she had to be taken to the hospital because she had cuts on her hands. What does that tell you?
Well, here's the issue again. Are they defensive wounds? Are they wounds because of the knife that she's utilizing causing that stabbing? Because if you're and this is what investigators find out a lot of times is, if there's two injured parties, especially when it comes to a knifing or a stabbing, there may be defensive wounds, and there may be wounds because they've been utilizing the knife. Because of the severity of the stabbing, you may have caused injury to your own hand. So that's what they're going to do. They probably take photos of the hands and spoken to her, because now you're going to look at the victim in this case. Does she have defensive wounds on herself? Is there any defensive wounds on her arms, on her hands? So, if the injuries are to the defendant's hands, that leans, no absolutes to this, that it leans to the fact that she was the one with the initial stabbing. So what evidence that shows that the victim tried to create injury toward the defendant? And that's what they're going to look for. That's what the defense attorney is going to look for. That's why with this case, you want to make sure all the ducks in a row, that you've taken photos of the crime scene, you've interviewed all parties that you can interview, and you're finding any background, because, this doesn't happen in a vacuum. This happens around almost 8 o'clock in the morning. So was this a routine that they would meet up, or was this, I drive to the house and stab my mom? So this is what we're going to have to find out as the investigation goes forward.
Well, and the other part too is, I know, and again, there's a lot that we don't know. We'll see how this case goes forward. But she stabbed her mom allegedly multiple times. Does that?
Go ahead. What was you saying, Journey?
I said, look at that photo. That's Lori Daybell. It looks just like her.
There is a resemblance. It sure is. See how much we got left of this.
Well, we know it ain't, but right in that picture, she looks just like her.
Oh, she does. Well, several of the pictures.
Yeah.
Like I said, it'll be interesting when they really get down to it and see exactly what happened there. Mm-hmm. I find it really hard, if her mom was in bed, stabbed, that her mom attacked her. How'd she get in that bed?
Yeah, where did she get the knife from? Yeah, where did she get the knife from? You followed her into her room, or what? She got the knife from somewhere.
Right. And according to the scanner call, because like I said, I was listening to it Friday. The mom, they was doing CPR on her before she ever went to the hospital.
Uh-huh.
So I know they both went to the hospital, but I don't know if she made it to the hospital alive. The mom, I don't think so, because they were working on her as soon as they got to the house. And but I never heard of Code Black. So
no, what does she call it? She called it when she called that number.
911.
How did she call? Yeah, when she called 911. When she called it. Police responded to a cutting call. A cutting call, they called it. Not a stabbing, a cutting call.
Yeah, because her story was her mom had dementia and her mom went crazy and started stabbing her. That's her story anyway.
So she got the knife off her mother and stabbed her.
We don't know the details of it really.
No, but she had to get the knife off her mother to stab her, right?
I'm gonna stop this for a minute. I'm gonna play you something else that I had before this that is local from Wichita. It's a real short one, and then we'll go back to that one. But this one might even give more. I have not seen it, but I'm gonna play it. It's only a minute 59. So here we go.
Oh my.
News anchor is formally charged in the stabbing death of her mother at a South Wichita home on Friday morning.
Tonight, we're also learning more about the woman who was a marriage and family therapist here in Wichita. Kate Sydney Ferguson is live in South Wichita, where this stabbing happened Friday. Sydney.
Yeah, Deb, Chris, 47-year-old Angeline Mock is now facing intentional and premeditated first-degree murder charges. Today, we spoke with one of her mother's clients who described her mother, 80-year-old Anita Avers, as a warm and loving guide to her. She says she's still just struggling to understand how something like this could happen to her therapist. On Friday, officers responded to this home in the 1500 block of East Crowley near Wassell and Hydraulic. When they got here, they found Mock outside the home with cuts on her hands and her mother, 80-year-old Avers, in bed with multiple stab wounds. She died at the hospital. Today, Mock appeared in court for the first time where she was charged. Mock is a former news anchor in St. Louis. One of Avers' clients for marriage and counseling says Avers helped her to be more compassionate with herself, and she has no doubt she was a beautiful person inside and out.
It was so shocking because, I worried about having this connection with her and her passing from being 80. I never expected to hear something like that, especially because no one deserves that ever. At the same time, it was just so shocking because of who she was and because of how she was as a human.
Alexandra Brewer says Avers was always professional, so she never knew if the therapist had any issues at home involving her daughter. Brewer also says despite the charges, it's too soon to feel any sort of relief about the situation. Tonight on Cake News at 10, we'll be taking a look at her relationship with Avers and the legacy she says Avers leaves behind. In Wichita, Sydney Ferguson, Cake News, on your side.
A former TV news anchor is formally charged in the stabbing death of her mother.
Start it over.
That woman, she never mentioned anything about that she had dementia.
She did on the scanner on the 911 call.
No, that lady that she was a therapist or something. The one that was
Right,
talking.
she was a therapist. That's what I'm saying. They're not going to release that she has dementia because that's just what the daughter said. We don't have anything proving that.
No, that's right. And that lady didn't mention anything about she retired because of whatever. She didn't mention it. I'm just saying.
Yeah, and where her mom lived is South City, and that's a really bad part of town. It's bad. There's a lot of gangs over there. There's a lot of meth over there. There's a lot of no good over there in that whole area. It's bad.
I wonder how long she'd been living there because she moved there in 98. So maybe she'd been living there in the same house for all that time. Was it her? I don't know if it was her own home or.
Well, I don't know if you saw the pictures of her mom's house, but it's kind of that area is run down now. I'll just say that. That area is really run down and the crime is really rampant.
And it probably wasn't much better in 1998 if you haven't done much modeling to it on the outside. Just got worse.
I don't even know when that area got real bad. I just know it is bad. One of my daughters and her husband, they weren't married then. They lived over there for a brief time, and God, it was a nightmare, an absolute nightmare.
Well, her daughter didn't look like she did much gardening. Okay, she looked a bit lazy.
No,
she
and
don't look like a gardener.
Her daughter she was a pretty girl. I don't know what happened. She did let herself go, but I'm just telling you that area has a lot of drugs. And
yeah, and I think that she got into them at some point. She looks like she's got into them. She should have dyed her hair back to her normal color because she let it grow out. The blonde, fake blonde.
Right, and that's the daughter's story probably. that she had to move back here or back to Wichita to take care of her mom because her mom had dementia. But
Yeah.
I'll tell you, the DA, Mark Bennett in Sedgwick County,
Money.
the DA, no, he's good. He's real. He don't take no shit either. He's a good DA. He's been the DA for a while, and he was
Well,
the
maybe she
assistant
got
DA for
herself.
Nola Wolfson.
Maybe she got herself mixed up with a guy, and they wanted her money, or something to do with money. You know what I mean? There's always a reason.
There is
There's
always
a
a reason.
reason.
There'll be
Yeah.
more that comes out. Let's finish this long crime one, and then we'll talk more about it.
Heard someone's self-defense argument if there's multiple stab wounds that someone, could have stopped, but they didn't. If that's actually what's alleged here.
Yeah, when you see these type of incidents, and you see domestic incidents, there may be one stabbing, one stab, or multiple, and that's what will happen. But what we have to determine, the fact is, were there injuries that the defendant sustained that were considered, a way of defending herself? Where was this knife? If the body's found in the bedroom, the trail of blood from where this incident originally took place to where we find the body, or where the body is found, that's all based on the crime scene photos that you're going to obtain. If you had any information from the defendant prior, that's why those 911 calls are recorded, because you want to hear what that, in this case, the defendant said exactly to the 911 operator, because that's important. And this, the EMS that responds to the scene, what did they hear? What did she say to them? Because that is all admissible, because it's not about being in custody. It's about getting general information from the for this case.
And how hard is it to determine what is a defensive wound?
That would be a conference with, you're talking about medical staff, you're going to talk to doctors, and you're going to ask the doctors on scene, doctors at the hospital, what type of stab wounds or injuries to now the defendant's hand, and what type of injuries were sustained by the mother at this point. So there's a plethora of stuff you have to do. And it's about documentation, making sure you're clearly, concisely, accurately documenting what's being said by the doctors to you, and with the autopsy that you're going to deal with later on for the mother.
I feel like a lot of times when you look and listen to like 911 calls, and it's in hindsight of whether something's a murder or not, you may listen to it completely differently than if you didn't know what charges someone was facing. What are you listening for? And we haven't heard her 911 call yet. We don't know the tone of her voice. We don't know specifically what she said about what had happened in the home, how different it is from what she told investigators. But what are you listening for when you're listening to a 911 call, maybe before you go interview a suspect, and trying to figure out what they might say once you get to an interrogation?
Well, we're hearing that 911 call, it's recorded. You then look at it and seeing any inconsistencies when you speak to her. And that's what you're looking for. Reality is, how long did it take for investigators to get the 911 call tape and to when they spoke to her? Because now, if she's a perpetrator, if she's going to be in custody and you're going to interrogate her about this, you're going to have to read her Miranda. So I don't know. We don't know right now if she was interrogated because was she in custody when she spoke to the investigators about the 911 call, if they ever did. But they're going to, if you have an opportunity to speak to someone prior to that, you want to see the inconsistencies from what they said at the moment that they're calling to when they have the opportunity to speak to an investigator, and to then find out what they're saying is accurate. And that's what it is. You're not be able to find always that people are lying, but you're looking for inconsistencies in their stories. And that's where you refute it by evidence and facts.
Part of this story too, so Angie Mock is, I think, 47 years old. Her mom is 81. Does age ever factor into how credible someone's self-defense argument may be? I don't know the type of shape her mom was in and all of that, but it seems like for someone in their 80s to be the aggressor, that's something that could raise some red flags when you have the person who's facing charges here is 47 years old, relatively young. I've certainly never been in a situation where someone's come at me with a knife, if that's what she's alleging happened, but just how do you factor in some of the age dynamics that are at play in this story?
You look at the age, obviously, the strength, the physicality of the victim at this point, the mother. That comes back to interviews with other people that know her. She has a husband who knows, maybe he has more information about some background between the mother-daughter situation. Age does make a difference, but it comes back to, were there injuries that she stated, that the defendant at this point stated, that caused her to fight back against the mother. Because I mean, if and I've said this, if the body's in the bedroom, where is the knife? If this was self-defense, the knife would be somewhere present. No one's talked about it. We don't know if it's there or not. They don't know if it's recovered or not. But if you're defending somebody, where was this knife recovered from, and where did it come from? Was it brought by the defendant? Was it in the kitchen? Because it's rare you see people bring knives into bedrooms. So that's where the process of this crime scene investigation, the initial crime scene being in the house, you have to determine where did this fight start, where did this incident start, and where did it end? Did the mother crawl into it? And that's why, even though we don't have photos of where the body was at the time, it's based on the interviews of the first responders and maybe of the defendant prior to being a defendant. Like, where's the mother? I stabbed my mom. Where's your mom? These all come out. These will all come out.
In those police interviews, how are you trained to question someone when you're trying to figure out exactly what happened? What are some of the slip-ups that you see defendants make, suspects make, when they're trying to say, hey, this was self-defense, they came at me, I was just defending myself, I'm innocent? What are some of the ways that you can figure out whether or not they're actually telling the truth?
That's going back to the investigation. We've had, do people lie to the police? Absolutely. It's, we only meet these people for a few hours, maybe a few days, so we don't really know their background and what they're telling you is the truth. So you find out with the facts, and that's why the specific questions is, if she's attacking you, where were you in the room? What did she do to you? Show me what she did to you. These are things to come up. And what you find then is the inconsistencies in the story based on the facts. If she's saying she's defending herself, what kind of injuries and those hand wounds, if those are hand wounds and they're not defensive, it refutes what she's saying is self-defense. That's why. Is there any injury that she sustained that is beyond the hands, that the damage to her hands from the cuts, from the knife? And that's what you're looking at. If she hit her with an object, a dangerous instrument, a remote control, whatever, a lamp, where is it? Where was that done? And right now, based on what you have, and it's a lot of speculation, there doesn't seem to be many injuries facially to her from her mugshot. So I don't know what else that she has, because she can claim that she was injured by her mother, and that's why she defended herself with this knife. And also, what kind of self-defense you have? Could you have run out of the room? Could you have left? I mean, how fast could an 80-year-old woman come at you with a knife if that's going to be her concept of the story? But that's why you refute those statements with facts. And if they supported by facts, then they're supported by facts. Do people kill others based on self-defense? It does happen, but it's a totality of circumstances and the facts that are there that will determine whether or not it's self-defense or not.
Yeah, we'll see how this story plays out. Obviously, very sad. I mean, you look at her career when she was in television, seemed like she was a, very accomplished anchor, and then what a fall from grace to now be at least accused in the murder of her own mom. Just an incredible story. Retired NYPD Detective David Sarney, it's always great to have you on Law and Crime. Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you much, and stay safe.
That will do it for On the Case, presented by Law and Crime. Subscribe to us on YouTube and Spotify. I'm Chris.
There you go. You there?
Yep. Can you hear me?
Yes. Girly Girls did have a sister that passed away, I believe, in 2023. And Mark Bennett was the DA there. Her sister was riding a bike and got hit by somebody.
Hit by a car?
Yeah, hit by a car.
Hit and run?
Yes.
Obviously.
At one point, they had the guy that hit her, but I don't know why he didn't press charges. But he's usually really good. Mark Bennett's usually really good.
A hit and run causing a death. You should at least got some jail time for that.
Yeah. Sad. It's very sad.
Most people do. At least even if it isn't much, like it's happened here. People's got a year, but you normally get something for it. This is not a slap on the hand. A hit and run. You didn't render help. You left the scene of an accident, and so on and so on. That's at least a few years in jail. Hopefully more, but at least that.
Yep. Hey, I don't know what this is, but I do know that's the Guyman Courthouse there. Texas County Courthouse behind her. Let's see what she has to say. This would
You
be
ever been there?
Oh yeah, I've been there.
Yeah, because I thought you kind of been around that area.
Yeah, I'll tell you that that courtroom's small and they lock you in there. Literally lock you in there.
Damn.
Like
They don't
can't
let
go
you
in and
escape.
out. Yeah, you can't go in and out.
Uh-huh.
And it's really small. And they've got all of them dependent. Well, they had 4 there today. Sure did. Had 4 there.
They had what?
They had 4 at the courthouse today. Everybody but Tiffany was there.
Ah. Is this the same courthouse?
Yeah.
Oh,
This
it's
is
actually
the
the
one
same
we no.
courthouse.
This is in the Panhandle. That one is Texas County.
Oh. Oh,
I'm in
I get
I'm in
confused with those
Stillwater today.
borders.
I'm in Stillwater. I'm in Payne County right now.
Yeah, I know. I'm talking about the case that we're talking about. Tiffany and her. Are they in the same courthouse?
Tiffany, what? I'm talking about the Kansas Mom's case.
Yeah, but which courthouse is she going to? Which courthouse is she being seen in? Which is it the same
County.
place?
Texas
Oh.
County. But this might have been before the last one. We are in Texas County, Oklahoma for the arraignments of Cole Twombly and Tad Colum, 2 of the 5 suspects charged in the murders of Veronica Butler and Jillian Kelly. Well, don't say it's 10 hours ago. Well, let's play it. It might be one after or before the one we played earlier. Let's see what she's got to say. It's only 36 seconds.
Good morning. We are in Texas County, Oklahoma right now for the arraignments of Cole Twombly and Tad Colum in connection to the murders of Jillian Kelly and Veronica Butler. They are being arraigned today on charges of 2 counts of murder in the first degree, deliberate intent, conspiracy, 2 counts of unlawful removal of a dead body, 2 counts of unlawful desecration of a human corpse. We'll remind you that Tiffany Adams has taken a no contest plea. Cora Twombly and Paul Grice have also both taken a plea deal. The death penalty is on the table for Cole Twombly and Tad Colum. We're going to bring you the latest on KSN News at noon.
Okay.
Is that what you was asking? If the news anchor, was that the same one as Tiffany? Is that what you were asking?
Yeah, I said, is she in the same courthouse with her charges?
Well, maybe I'm confused here, but the news anchor, that one is in Wichita, Kansas. The one with Tiffany Adams is in the Panhandle, Oklahoma, Guyman, Oklahoma. And I'm in Stillwater. So I can see where it could be confusing, but I want to make sure I answer your question.
Yeah, and the next question was, she is an anchor at that time reporting on Tiffany, right?
No. That's a different anchor. Julia Thatcher.
Oh, that's a different anchor. Oh my God, she looks like the other anchor. I was thinking, hold on a minute. That's why I need to ask. I was like, is that her?
Well, let's say this. The one in Wichita that is being charged with unaliving her mother, that one is a totally different one than Julia Thatcher. The one you just saw that's reporting. And she's been reporting since the beginning of this with the Kansas Moms. Julia has.
All right.
But I don't want you to get confused. I'd rather answer you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because she looked like the anchor woman being accused of stabbing her mother when she was reporting. Do you know what I mean? I was like, damn, that was not even long ago.
They both had blonde hair for sure.
Yeah, they're all blondes.
I like Julia. She'll message me. I like her.
Okay. All right.
Last time she was supposed to go down there and something come up and she didn't get to go. So I was glad to see there's a couple different ones today at the courthouse. Now Christopher thinks, yeah, all blondes look alike. Christopher thinks Julia's a lady. I forgot what he said.
That's what I mean. They all do. They all look alike. They're looking like Lori. They're looking like everybody.
That's right.
We only have eyes for you.
Only have eyes. So I did talk
I
to
wouldn't.
JJ.
I wouldn't do very good in the lineup if there was a lot of blondes. Be like they all look the same.
So I did spend about 30 minutes talking to JJ Humphreys today, and if he's watching, I appreciate it. And I appreciate everything he's going to do. But he has been following the Kansas mom's case, and he's even seen the channel. And he said that he asked a lot of questions in the beginning, and that I want to say he said the Attorney General, I'm pretty sure he said the Attorney General told him, you don't want to stick your nose in that. And he goes, yeah, I do. I do want to stick my nose in it.
Uh-huh.
And anyway, so I did talk to him about the grand jury indictment on Kevin McIntyre, the drug task force head guy over there, the law enforcement officer that was grand jury indicted. So maybe he'll dig into that a little more too. In case you don't know, Kevin McIntyre is in the Panhandle too. And he would go to a lot of the custody hearings with Tiffany, from what I understand. I wasn't there for that, but supposedly he was kind of like her right-hand guy in law enforcement, it seems like. I can't believe that he just went to another part of the state and got the same job he had before, and he got charged with embezzlement, and then he faked a burglary at the drug task force office and got grand jury indicted.
But that's like a lot of cops, bad cops. They don't care. They just get rid of them. They don't even care if they go to the next county as long as they're not working in that county, and they move on. That's how they get away with stuff. They don't do nothing. They let them go. Just like bad nurses, they let them go and don't say nothing, and they go to the hospital and do the same crimes instead of reporting them.
Crazy mama, yes, that's what I was told, that he would actually go sit in these custody battles with Tiffany. Again, I wasn't there. I'm just repeating what I said, so it's allegedly, because I wasn't there for it. But I do know that Wrangler told me that Kevin McIntyre was trying to keep him from getting his kids at that call to arms thing. So I just don't think he's a very good LE. He probably shouldn't be in that position. I'll just say that.
Yeah.
I mean, not only that, if you know about the Brady Giglio, I mean, he's been charged with, he took a lesser charge, but still that's on his record. And that means a lot of cases he's did, if not all of them, could get thrown out.
Yep. They need to be reviewed.
Absolutely. You know, Mark Bennett, he started reviewing because of Brady Giglio in Wichita with Sedgwick County and Wichita PD, and a lot of them no longer had jobs. They had gotten like DVs or something else. They were out of there because their integrity's gone. And if you have to call them to testify, guess what? Their integrity's gone.
Yeah. Should be.
I found it strange that, for one, there was missing money. Kevin McIntyre in McAllister, he was in McAllister then, was missing money, got grand jury indicted, and the day before he went to testify, there was a burglary at the drug task force office, and the only thing stolen was the money that was missing that he was being charged with. And they said that it was a staged burglary, and he didn't get charged with that. But it's in the grand jury indictment.
Ah, fishy, that one. That's crazy.
Alexa decided we was going to talk to her for some reason. Oh, let's shut that lady up.
For you to go do a robbery, you had to know exactly the layout and where the money was.
Yes.
And get the keys to get in or something. I mean, it's an inside job, obviously.
Yeah, it was obviously an inside job. Yeah, Alexa, mind your own business. I didn't even say her name. She started talking. My bitch in the box over here.
Not Alexa again. She's playing up. She's a naughty girl. Put her in timeout.
She is being naughty. She's being very naughty.
She's a naughty girl.
Now, let me tell you, that JJ...
Mute her. Just mute her.
Yeah. I did just mute her. So I was also going to play this too. Listen, it is true. There was video.
Probably is.
There was video when we was doing the chicken fighting, the rooster fighting, and JJ Humphreys was trying to get some things changed to make it legal. I don't know the depth of all of it, but Shark had definitely a lot of videos of him. But listen, he shakes a firm hand too, let me tell you. He shook my hand and it was tight.
Damn.
Steady
on. You could have broke a bone or something.
You know what? I'm just going to say this. And listen, I think he's a nice guy, but listen, buddy, if you're watching, you shake a firm hand with a man. You don't have to shake it like that with a woman. Come on. Come on. I felt it. And Sarah shook his hand. She said the same thing. Yeah, Alexa must be a blonde also. Yeah.
Yeah, I read that and I was like, I bet she is too, with a voice like that.
Mm-hmm. Let's see here. This is JJ Humphreys.
Hello, Oklahoma, Representative J. Humphrey.
Uh-oh.
I'm out here on the Payne County Courthouse lawn with a large group of protesters. Guys, this is how you get it done. This is how you get your government back. This is how you hold your government accountable. These people are here to rally to talk about getting a grand jury. We've already had a bunch of people volunteer to get have petitions signed, carry petitions. Guys, we're going to get a grand jury here. It's time that we hold this court system. It's time we hold our government accountable. We can't let abusers walk the street while we lock up people who report abuse. Guys, this has got to stop. It's right here. We plant the flag right here. This is ground zero. This is not just about Payne County. This is about Oklahoma. We're calling it all out. This is going on all around Oklahoma, and it's time to stop. We're going to get it done right here in Payne County. Y'all stay tuned. It's going to get lively, and we're going to get her done. Y'all have a good day. Hello, Oklahoma.
Okay, I will tell you that he's definitely a politician, but he enjoyed talking to the people a lot, and he stayed all the way till the end. Sure did.
Did he?
Yes, he did.
What time did he get there? From the start?
No, I want to say
12-ish when they started talking.
It could be when I disappeared for a few minutes, maybe about 30 minutes. He was just getting out of his car.
Yeah, so he was probably there when all the speakers were coming because they all kind of spoke at one time, didn't they?
He spoke. He's the one that spoke the longest. He is the one that spoke.
I heard him.
But he's actually seems like a really nice guy. Now, there was one thing I was confused about, and the fact that I feel like I thought I heard him just say today he was running for governor, but I don't know. I could be wrong. I don't know. For some reason, I thought he did, though. I don't know what's going on with this.
Well, they've done all the governors now, haven't they? They voted already. That's over now, isn't it?
Yes.
It was over yesterday. Or last night. One or the other. Yeah, so in that case of the anchor, the court records describe the act as unlawful, intentional, and premeditated. That's what they're saying. Must have evidence. They've got to have had some good evidence to charge her with this crime. I know she's dead, but it was premeditated or intentional, so they must have something on her to say that, and it wasn't self-defense, that's for sure.
Right. Well, I'm sure they've been, reenacting it and doing everything. So that's very possible. Her bond set at $1 million.
She's not going anywhere because she don't look like she gotten any money.
For first-degree murder, $1 million bond.
Cash?
Yep.
A lot of them do that now. Cash only. So you better have some backup, like some properties and stuff that you can do for the bail bondsman and stuff like that. Well, she's going to sit where she is because nobody's going to cash bond her out. They don't want to get stabby.
As this story unravels, it's going to be interesting. I was trying to look to see if I could find something from her hearing. Now, she wouldn't have been assigned a judge yet, but it'd be interesting to see what judge she gets in that too.
Yeah. And if she works, it's interesting to see how she was at work. Is her attitude changed? Does she seem like she's been depressed? Is she on drugs? Or how does she speak about her mother? You know, interesting things like that.
Well, did her life start going sideways? Because I'll tell you, like a lot of the anchors in Wichita, now I understand her last big job was in Nebraska, but she also worked in St. Louis. But like our anchors, they stay around forever. I mean, some of them's been there damn 40 years.
Yeah, but
So
did she get fired?
Job?
Did she get let go for something? Because just because she looked okay then, it doesn't mean that she wasn't an alcoholic. She wasn't a drug user of some kind. It just, takes over you at some point. Do you know what I mean?
Well, looking at her, it looks like she's got a little something going on. Or maybe she did have something going on. You know what I mean? She looks a lot different. And yes, we age, and yes.
Yeah, you age, but she's only 47, 48 years old. That's not really too downhill, right? It seems the shape she used to be in, that you would let yourself get like that, let yourself go like that, because she looks like she let herself go a lot. She couldn't even do her hair. She wasn't even doing coloring her hair or nothing. Look how long it is and how those roots are.
Yeah,
That's a
the
long
roots
time.
were deep. That's what I was saying too, man.
Yeah.
She looks like she ain't colored her hair in a while.
That's
and
right.
Something's going on.
Yeah.
Something's going on.
Yeah, something's going on. She hasn't taken care of her hair or anything. How you could just let yourself go like that? It's got to be. And then another reason is you've met all these famous people and you've had a good life and a good job, and you've got up there in the reporting world, a sports personality, that she would just go live with her mother in the dump, as you say, a rundown place. It's just odd.
So Girly Girl says that J.J. Humphries is running for lieutenant governor. I knew I heard governor today. He was talking to somebody. I was like, wait a minute, is he running for governor? Because I heard governor. So interesting.
Yeah, I thought they were all.
Again, maybe the shark had it wrong, but they did have video. But maybe he would be a good one because, listen, he's standing up now, and he's a representative. Will he still have that same energy as a lieutenant governor?
Lieutenant,
probably going to be your best
lieutenant
shot.
governor. It's a lieutenant governor.
Yeah, they're. That's why I said lieutenant governor. They run with the governors.
Yeah, they're like their second hand, aren't they? They're the
governor
step in.
first up. If something happens to the governor, they take that job.
Yeah, they step in, or if they have to go out of town on emergency, to see the president or something, they have to step in.
There was something else, and he gave me his number. I'm going to ask him because Buddy Leach, the DA in Texas County, the other DA got sick, and the governor appointed him for that job. Why does he still have that job? I have not seen anywhere where there was election at all.
Don't you vote for your DNA? I mean,
DA? For DA, yeah. Yeah, we do vote for the DAs. And
Yeah,
see, on September 2021, the governor of Oklahoma gave Buddy Leach that DA job. But I don't see where there's been an election, and we're in 2025.
if somebody leaves or something happens to him, fire him, somebody steps in, but then you have to have them apply for the job and then they get picked from there.
Yeah, I don't see anywhere. I see where he was appointed, but I don't see where he's ran ever for the DA at all.
It's who you know, I guess.
But it's not supposed to be that way. So
No.
I did just write that down because I'm going to pass that by J.J. Humphreys, because how is Buddy Leach still the DA down there where he's never been elected? And every 4 years is when they get elected. And he's been there since 2021.
Yeah. If people don't question it and don't make a fuss about it, nothing's done about it.
Right. Well, if they don't know about it, I mean, that's the thing.
Or maybe they don't know about it, right?
That's the thing, even with what we're doing as creators, is bringing everything to the
Yep.
surface. Because if
Yeah,
you
when
don't know
something-
about it, you can't even say anything about it if you don't know anything about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and then suddenly you've got a crime that gets national attention that's going to bring a spotlight on them.
Yeah,
Mhm.
we uncovered a lot of shit too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like, and he was elected because he's is it a she or a he? It's a
It's a
he,
he.
right? The DA?
Buddy Leach is a he.
Right. He's a yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. You know what I mean?
I'll tell you, Deb C.
Probably.
Deb C. I don't know if she's still here, but she did a lot of digging on him and his predecessor. I mean, have you ever known DAs to own parts in your electric company? It's kind of weird, isn't it?
I don't know what DAs do. Are they allowed to own stocks and shares?
I don't know.
They
Don't
are,
know.
aren't they? I mean, that's
It's weird because he's got a building that has nothing in it, and he's got a lot of LLCs to that address. But there's
looky
nothing there.
then.
That building caught fire. There's nothing there.
Uh-huh. Looky into it then. Looky.
We tried. As a matter of fact, the Oklahomians been digging into it too.
Because that sounds a bit fishy, doesn't it? Because that's
does.
just like the government. That's just like the government and the Democrats, and all this shit. When they're only on 140,000, 200,000 a year job, and they're millionaires. I'll be
Yeah,
like, how does that happen? Because you're not allowed to do another job because that's your full-time job, and how are you making all this money?
Yep, that's just like JJ was telling me today, JJ Humphreys. There is 3 really major cases right there in Payne County that needs to be investigated. That's why he's trying to get the grand jury. It's bad. And he told me today, he said, I'll probably get fired. I said, get fired, they'd have to just vote you out. I mean, because he stands up. Gonna vote him out because he stands up?
Well, it depends how many corrupt people are working in that system. Because you got to have so many votes to get somebody out or something, and the board, whatever they have, a meeting.
He told me today.
Takes a lot of votes. That's what I'm saying.
JJ Humphreys told me today that he's constantly going in the Attorney General's office asking him stuff.
Oh, okay, Christopher.
Constantly. He said that there is so much corruption in the whole state of Oklahoma. It is crazy. And listen, even the bits and pieces I'm seeing, I just can't even believe how much corruption they've got there. It's a lot.
Yeah. It's a lot of corruption. And if you work for any state governor, whoever you work for, there's a lot of corruption. I'll tell you what, that's how they get richer and we get poorer. Yeah. You can't tell me, oh, look at what's her name from New York, that James, that woman, right? That's that what's the name there? The DA there that used to be James, whatever her name is. You know, that black woman that's got indicted
Where was that at?
in New York. The one that tried to put Trump into jail.
Is it Letitia James?
Is
Right.
it Letitia James?
Yeah, that's right. I couldn't think what her name. I know James was in on it. That's her last name, right, James? Guess
I
what?
I haven't followed that much. Justified knew who it was.
Right. She is now being caught in the act of stealing taxpayers' money to fund her attorneys $10 million. How about that?
Oh wow.
Oh, looky. She goes to jail for that too. I mean, that's what they said anyway in the news. I'm like, ooh, she digging a deeper hole. How's she getting away with this? People helping her. And she accused Trump of doing something and the same thing she was doing. That's what I'm saying. They accuse you of shit, it's because they're doing it themselves.
A lot of times, that's for sure.
Yeah.
See how it goes down.
Yeah. They're going to get them one by one. It doesn't matter which side you're on, you're going to get it.
Absolutely.
Because it's our money. It's our money. Funding their vacations, security, trips. You know, they're all at it.
For sure.
Look. So, yeah, wasting our taxpayers' money could have been going elsewhere into the cities and your towns.
Well, most of the time they just think they're never going to get caught. I think that's the issue.
Yeah, because they
think
hide
can
it
get
so
away
well.
with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
They can get away with it so long, and then they get caught.
Yeah, and they got to pay people hush money to be quiet, and they do. They do be quiet until they get caught, and then they open their mouth.
Absolutely. I keep looking because Julia Thatcher said she was at 4, was going to have a longer interview. Hey, One Law, was going to have a longer interview or a longer segment on the Kansas Moms case. But I can't, it's not been released yet that I could see on YouTube. And every time I click on their website and their videos just are buffering and nothing else is buffering here, but their video is. So something's wrong with their site.
Which site?
The internet site.
Julia Thatcher's internet site.
Oh.
Letitia James is being charged in 2 states
With mortgage fraud.
with
Mortgage
mortgage
fraud.
fraud. Wow.
Yeah, she's going down, man. She's going down. Good job. I hope she is. Let's see what else she's been doing. She's been frauding and all this and the other. Whatever else she's been doing is just the same. Just the same. And what a liar she was. She's the DA. She was the DA and lied about a lot of stuff. Who has she lied about, though? I mean, other people. You know what I mean? You just can't trust what she's done from now on. You know? You're going to have to look into her history as being a lawyer, attorney. How did she get that job? I'd like to know.
Yeah.
And she's not the only one. There's many out there like her. Many out there.
Oh, yeah. It's all over the place.
Uh-huh.
Definitely. All over the place. And the only way to stop corruption is to bring it front and center to the people. We, the people, is who pays all them.
And this is why there's so much corruption in the prisons, because of people like her.
Absolutely. You know, the head guy that used to be over Department of Corrections in Oklahoma, J.J. Humphreys, is asking for them to do a big deal on him too.
He was like the junior deputy or whatever in the juvenile facility when
No,
all that
he's
stuff was going on.
DOJ.
just trying to remember. He was talking about that juvenile facility. And then...
Yeah, he was telling me about it today. That's what I was just trying to look it up. He was saying that he's pissed people off for that too. But something about the Department of Corrections guy for Oklahoma left and took another job, but took a lot of money, stole a lot of money, according to JJ, if I understood right.
I used to have a cat called JJ.
Used to have it. His name's Justin, but yeah, everywhere
Yeah, I
I
called my
see
cat
him,
JJ. His name was JJ when he was good, and it was JJ Lee when he was naughty. No.
There you go.
Yeah. He had a heart attack at 9 years old. Poor thing. He had a good
No,
life.
her cat. Journey's
My cat.
a cat.
My putty cat, JJ. Yeah, 9 years old. He had a heart attack in my son's arms. He waited for him to come home and on the stairs, and he picked him up, and he went stiff. He had a heart attack, just like that. I says,
That
"Oh,
wasn't me flushing that toilet, by the way. That was
oh,
Sarah.
come on."
I just told her that everything that you do is
Yeah.
going to amplify by 300.
Yeah, I can hear you talking, breathing, and opening and shutting your door too. I can hear it creaking.
I was down there all day. Be careful. It's just the slightest thing that just amplifies so
Yeah.
bad when you're on the
We
live.
can hear really good. Yeah. Mike picks up everything. I'm telling you. Yeah. I was doing a video the other day, and
Okay, hold on. I want to see what this is about here. So, no news on the Kansas moms. Well, I did go over it at the beginning. This is the news that happened today. All four was there, everybody but Tiffany and Cole Twombly. He stood silent, which means they're not guilty. And his attorney did not want to go to trial till 2027, and the judge said no. And so his trial is going to start June 1st of 2026. Or no, his is October 19th of 2026, I think. And Tad Colum's is June 1st of 2026. So what is this? What is this liar talking crap on air? That's what I was asking.
Crap on there. Liar taking a crap on
Journey, do you understand what that's saying? Did I lose you? That's the
well,
law.
hold on a minute. I just moved to get some milk. Every time I move, there's a question.
There you go.
What did you say?
Oh, the toilet brush. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Listen, you've always been awesome, Crazy Mama. I'm like, what is that? What liar taking a crap? Yeah. I'm not gonna take. Listen, where's Brian Rambles? Because he'll pee in his little side thing. Remember? He'll pee in his little side thing. The toilet flush. Liar taking a crap on air. Yeah, listen, that's my office. Okay. It's my office. Sounds like your cat had a hard life, Christopher says. There was evidence released that they were supposed to tell us about. Yeah, she said that. Like what all they're going to have access to from here on out. But I can't find it, Christopher. I looked everywhere. Taking a crap on
You're
air.
talking crap.
Somebody else.
Somebody's
I can
talking
guarantee that,
crap.
you guys. I'm serious.
Listen.
I would accidentally end the live. I can promise you.
When you gotta go, you gotta go. Who cares? You have to put some music on when you go to the toilet.
That's true.
My new kidney doesn't allow me to hold it. So I gotta go pee when I gotta go pee.
Pour a can of soda and say you're pouring a can of soda. It's the same effect.
You should have been on the live that Brian was on with me. I kept hearing him pop cans of beer, and then I heard noise. I said, Brian, are you peeing? And he said, you caught me. Damn it. I can't believe you said that. I said, I can't believe you were peeing. Oh, Lordy. Gotta love it. Hawkeyes remembers. She sure does.
All guys that remember everything. You can't put nothing by her. She got a memory.
Right? I'm gonna see
Yeah.
here. Let's see if KFDA has something.
Not right, Hawkeyes.
Let's see if KFDA had a longer one. I was glad to see there was 2 news stations down in the Panhandle covering this.
Did you get to ask anybody any questions today while you were down there?
Yeah, I mean, I talked to JJ for a while. Shoot, I think we talked to everybody there. And Robin and her daughter, I looked all over for them right before we left, and they was already gone. We was gonna buy them lunch or something, but they'd already left.
So they didn't stay all day. Is that what
No,
you're
no,
saying?
it was supposed to end at 2, but
Yeah.
they decided. We knew when we got there. I should have said something, but that's okay. They listen. I appreciate them coming,
Oh.
and they had to drive clear back to Oklahoma City.
Oh, so that's probably why they left, because they had to drive. They didn't want to get in the dark.
Right, and it got extended to 3 o'clock, and a lot of people didn't know that because it was supposed to be 10 to 2.
Yeah, well, the crowds got busy at that time. They were on a roll.
For sure.
I think it was, what did you think about the turnout? Because you were there. I mean, you showed us a lot, but
At first, I was like, "Oh man, where is everybody at?"
But
there
it was
maybe
early.
20 of us, and
Yeah.
then we ended up with a lot.
Students. really
Yeah.
pulled
Yeah, the
through.
students pulled through. Even though, let me pull this up real quick. I want to show you guys. I'm gonna go just to the nick of time. I want you guys to see this. Talk about
sometimes it takes a little
intimidation.
time to get going. Do you know what I mean? People do it in like shifts. They can't. So it's a
Right.
steady flow of people. At least people showed up. Do you know what I mean?
Mhm. I'm gonna show
That
you
was a
this.
blessing. And the kids got out of school and they did their share. They sure did.
Well, they had a walkout at noon, so yeah, there
There
was a
was
lot of
I
kids.
heard the
that showed up.
girls yelling, but was there some boys from the school too?
Oh yeah, there ended up being a lot of young men show up.
Oh, that's good.
A
Because
lot
I
of
thought
high
I
school
heard
people, a lot of
I heard
college
some young
people
men
showed up.
yelling.
A lot of college kids showed up too.
Did they?
Yeah, I will tell you, two of the high school girls that showed up are really good friends with both the victims that came forward, and one of the girls, the one that had surgery on her neck, is actually still on the cheerleading squad. She's a senior. So, I was trying to find just in the nick of crime because I think he saved it too.
Is he done with school now?
No, he does well, they said he did it from home, but they also said when all this went down, he still went to football games. He even went to the school.
He shouldn't even be there. That's breaking the order.
No, they were letting him. The courts was letting him.
Oh, the courts let him. But he had to be
And
so
the
far
school.
away from her, right? Or not?
Now, and the school was letting him.
Yeah. See what I mean? That should have been a no-no.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he can stay at home being homeschooled. And hopefully his football career is over, because that's what I want.
I think it was.
I hope so too.
Was it football or baseball?
I think it was baseball, but I think he did football too. Oh, maybe it's under his. Hold on, maybe it's under his Facebook. Let's pull that.
How good is he in sports? Is he going to get a sports scholarship, or is he nothing like that?
I
Just
don't know.
wondering.
That wasn't discussed today. Okay, let's
Like
see.
to know where he's going, because we like to know where he's going. We'll put some posters up around the tree.
That's right.
On the
That's
tree.
right.
You know, look out for this guy. He's a
There were
predator.
some teachers that showed up. This other girl that I met, her mom was his grade school teacher.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that.
I like to know what his behavior was at school. Do you know what I mean? Because there's signs. You know, teasing the kids or something and being a bully. you know, stuff like that.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm looking for the letter that they sent out to the
Or
families.
maybe he was bullied and he retaliated doing this to the girls. I don't know, because you know, you don't know what's in their head.
Right?
But there's one thing, he sure thinks he can just take what he wants.
Unfortunately, there's more men out there like that than we know.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, there is.
Okay, here we go. Let's see what this, if this is
Got
it.
people protecting them though, when your parents like he's got.
Okay, let's see what he says. Hold on.
All right, guys, we have some pretty big Jesse Mack Butler updates, including the body cam footage from when he was arrested and a letter that was sent to the parents of Stillwater High School like yesterday or the day before ahead of tomorrow's protest against the very minimal sentence that he got. Let's start with the body cam footage. And if you don't know this case, I will give you a brief recap at the end.
Give me your wallet and phone and stuff. So, okay. Your what? They're in the car. Well, okay, it's fine. It's not locked or anything, is it? Okay. So, can you tell him what you just told me, or?
Yeah. So we're here. We're obviously going to place you under arrest. There's a warrant for your arrest. We're going to take you to the jail. I told your mom that she can contact a bondsman, and you shouldn't be there very long. But there just is a process for paperwork and stuff. But right now you do have to come with us, and I do have to put you in handcuffs. So turn around for me.
You have to put in handcuffs? You know what it is. It's okay. Yeah. I'll get you out. For me. All right. Stay silent. Rick knows about this. Candy's on this. Dad's on his way. We're coming to get you, okay? Stay strong, okay? Say your prayers.
Stay
Okay,
strong.
so we will. He's going to go right to the city of Stillwater jail, and if you'll just contact her, then she does this all the time. She knows what to do.
Yeah.
Make sure
Okay.
she knows Stillwater Police Department, not a county.
Yeah.
Stillwater Police Department
Yeah.
on Lewis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let 'em know
perfect.
that we're the ones that picked him up.
And
They
when
don't-
you say we are
Stillwater PD.
Stillwater PD.
Yeah.
Okay.
That way they don't think you went like straight over and go with the county.
I'll do experience for the child.
Okay, and spread your feet for me.
He's a fat ass. No.
That's Jess.
Now, my favorite part of that video is when the mom talks about that no child should have to go through that, although he obviously did think about that when he was attacking his victims. And for those of you who don't know this story, this is Jesse Mack Butler from Oklahoma, and he was originally sentenced to 78 years due to of two girls who came forward. There are more victims, both girls of which he strangled to the point they went unconscious. And one of them, when she came to, he did it again so that he could film it. And that video was found on his phone. Now, this video has already gone a little bit longer than I wanted it to, so I will do a separate post, unfortunately, with the letter, and that will be today very, very shortly. As always, make sure to drop your thoughts in the comments on this and hit that follow button if you don't already.
He's trying to stay on top of it, too.
And he just mentioned there are more victims. He just said that.
Yeah. Well, we know there's a third one that, but didn't want to come forward. The third one didn't want to come forward.
Right, but he just confirmed, you know, more or less that there's other victims.
Oh, yeah. Well, we knew that. We did
Yeah.
know that. It's just a shame because, you know, it's a lot to come forward anyway and then not to get justice. That's horrible.
Yeah. Well, now they see what the other girls got, no justice. Will they come forward? Because they're going to say, I didn't get no justice. They didn't get no justice, so I'm not. You know what I mean?
Right.
Don't worry about what they got. Let's worry about your story. You tell your story no matter what happens. Tell your story no matter what happens.
There's still a lot of people out there years later, though, that suffer from it and still won't report it. You know?
For
But we got to give them the confidence to come forward still. Don't be afraid. Don't worry about what happened in their case. It didn't
Look at
work
this
out.
one. Look at this one on the screen that just in the nick of crime is getting into another Oklahoma story. This child died of a horrific, unimaginable death at the hands of the very people who were supposed to keep her safe. 7-year-old Violet Mitchell weighed just 25 pounds when her father carried her into the hospital, already showing signs of rigor mortis, her mouth glued shut, her body, skin, and bone. Oh, gosh. That's rough. Let's see here. Her father, Anthony Yonko, just pleaded guilty to second-degree murder and was sentenced to 24 years. That's all he got was 24 years?
Yeah.
Her mother, Tiffany Mitchell, faces trial next month. Her aunt and uncle, Lisa and Joshua Mitchell, both took plea deals for 20 years each. The medical examiner said Violet died with a baby bottle nipple lodged in her intestine and couldn't even tell if it was an accident or intentional. Doctors described dark red fluids pouring from her mouth as they tried to save her.
And how old was she? How old was she?
7.
7 years old.
25 pounds, 7 years old.
Yeah, but how did you get a baby teeth stuck down you?
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, at 7 years old, that was forced down her throat. Forced
That's
to eat it
horrible.
or something. I don't know. That's a wonder she didn't choke on that, you know.
Oh, for sure. Well, it obviously it wasn't being broke down in her intestine. That was
Some things don't. Some things
Exactly.
don't. They go through the bowels, but that's not a small item, is it? That's pretty big.
Yes, Hawkeye's in the Jesse Butler's case, his mama saying, "Don't forget to say your prayers.
Yeah,
don't cough."
forget to say your prayers. Yeah.
Again, I think there's corruption probably everywhere, but the fact is you got to open your eyes and see it and start speaking up about it.
Yeah, you got to let your eyes open and say something, you know. If something's not right, it's not right. You know, you get that feeling right away.
Absolutely. What the heck was going on? I was zooming through it, seeing what he had, seeing if y'all are paying attention.
Chat is paying attention.
Yeah, Christopher's paying attention. I was rolling to it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go look at his stuff. He said we could share anything he has because in his live I asked and he said absolutely. So
Sure. Because he wants it out there. He wants everybody to share. That's what Aaliyah said. You know,
we're just
Anfield.
from,
She
but
said,
it's not
share,
from
share,
Oklahoma.
share. He said, share, share, share. Share it then. We got to watch it and share it.
Yeah, I don't remember where Justin's from, but he's not from Oklahoma. Just in the nick of crime.
He's from Tennessee or somewhere, isn't he?
I thought
Georgia?
so.
Tennessee?
I thought it was Tennessee. I thought it was Tennessee too.
Yeah, he's out that way. He's out that way. I think
This
it's
is how I
Tennessee.
always feel about any of these cases. I don't care if people share my stuff, but I just want it out there. I want everybody to talk about it. I'm not one of these people that don't want other people to talk about it. I want everybody to talk about it. And I want you to tell everything about it. Don't just tell what you want to tell. Tell everything.
I went live today on your whole channel and I watched it. I switched live and I was live with your for the whole day.
I love it too. You know that. Listen, they've updated so much stuff on the iPhone. It was not that hard before, so I'm gonna have to sit down and figure that out. That was a lot. I couldn't see any comments. It's the smallest screen I ever seen too. It was so small.
Yeah, but it was okay because I was your producer for the day and I was putting everything into chat so they understand what was going on.
That's awesome.
And repeated it.
Wait a minute.
And repeated it and
Wait a minute.
answered
What do you mean
questions.
for the day? What do you mean for the day? I expect you here every time.
No, well, for today, yeah, I was there when you switched on 10 o'clock or whenever it was until you went off live. I was there all day.
Justified wants to know where you're from.
Oh, I'm originally from England, Berkshire girl. Yeah, I'm English. English.
I was telling Hawkeyes that
Tattooed on my back. English.
I have a friend that she was born in Estonia, then moved to England, and now she's in Canada. So,
You know where she went in England? No.
try to think.
We'll just say no. She don't know.
It'll come to me eventually, probably.
Yeah, I'm from
My
the southeast.
ex-mother-in-law was from England.
I'm from the southeast in England, and I live in Wisconsin, and I live in the southeast. 'Cause, you know,
And
I
that's
like the
what I was
southeast.
just gonna say. I told Hawkeyes next time Rick has to go training at the brewery, she can go with us, and we'll come hang out with you, or you can come hang out with us.
Who are you talking to?
We'll bring you out of that house over to us.
Are you talking to me?
Yes.
Oh, start again because I was drinking my coffee.
I told Hockey that when Rick goes to the brewery in Milwaukee again for training for 2 weeks, that me and her will go with him and come
Right.
see you, and you can come to the hotel, or maybe we'll get an Airbnb and have his work pay for it. We'll figure it out. But it'll be another year before we come. And I wish they wouldn't do it in the winter, but they always do it in the winter. And it's brutally cold there.
Well, you never know what you're going to get here. It could have been a lovely day. You never know what it's going to bring. It's like that every year. You never know how it's going to be.
Rick wouldn't even go out and smoke a cigarette.
Because it's too
he
cold.
quit, and then but he went out. He wouldn't even go out to smoke a cigarette. And then he went down with one cigarette one day, and some guy was begging him for his cigarette. And when he told him this is the only one I got, the guy was acting all crazy and shit.
Yeah. Just got to ignore them and stay away from those people. Yeah, I don't like smoking in the freezing cold. There's something about I said I can't smoke outside
It
in the
seems
freezing
to
cold.
stick to your clothes when you do.
No, when it's hot, it sticks to your clothes. When it's cold, it don't stick to your clothes.
Listen, no, it's humidity does make it cold. It's freaking cold in Wisconsin. It is bad cold.
Yeah, we've had a few freezing cold days in Wisconsin, let me tell you. But the last few years, it's nothing compared to what's happened years ago. It's freezing, absolutely freezing. Freezing. Ooh, bitterly cold winds. Ugh. We haven't had that lately. I'm telling you, I don't miss it neither.
It's not winter yet.
No, but it don't come every year.
Well, I guess it is. It's November, but
Well, you never know what you're going to get here. It just comes and then that's it.
and
You let us know in a few days. The cold is coming from Canada. It's always coming from Canada because we don't live very far from Canada. We're like on their border. And yeah, we get a lot of their weather. Let me tell you.
Yeah, see, I would rather be in the sun, not the cold weather. Mama Lost Rhonda says I was freezing the entire time I was there. I bet I'll be complaining. Let me tell you, I'll be complaining when I was working for the state and I had to go to training. I had to go to Minnesota, St. Paul, and I packed so much clothes because I knew it was cold there. I was like, I don't know how I'm ever gonna make it. But my hotel was everything's connected and it's indoors. Like I didn't have to go outside much, so it worked out good.
You just got to know. See, the trouble is, when you come from a warmer state, your blood is thin, and then you come to a cold state. It takes a while for your blood to thicken up. You got to be living here for a while.
Right.
And
And
I
that is
never get cold, but I could get overheated. I'd rather be colder and be able to put warm clothes on, because if you're hot, there's nothing you can do about it. You're just dying.
I just get naked.
Oh, God.
Anyway, I'm used to the cold now, and so it don't bother me. I'm never cold. I know how to dress, and I've got my boots. I got my woolly socks. I dress for the weather. I got plenty of coats, and the coat you got to wear in Wisconsin in the winter, you got to have a long, long coat that goes past your knees, so it covers your butt and everything. and then you wear your boots.
Don't want
and-
no cold butt cracks. No cold
Yep.
butt cracks around here.
You got to know how to dress. I'm telling you, got your hats, your scarves, your gloves. You just got to know how to dress. I'm never cold. Never.
I'm cold all the time.
But the trouble is in winter, it takes you got to get ready 20 minutes earlier because it takes a while to put your hats and gloves on, your boots on, and then get to where you're going and take it all off again.
That's a
You know, it takes you
whole
a
lot
while
of-
to get dressed and undressed here.
I bet. Sounds like it. Holy
It
cow.
does. I'll be
And then
like,
you got
damn,
Justin
this
right
is
here
work.
that's just gonna run around naked. She says.
Yeah.
You can't get naked enough, I guess. It's hot.
Yes,
you know?
we're road tripping. We're in the bus. Oh my gosh! The other night, I gotta tell you about
rockers.
pulling
Yeah.
up. Ready to
You're
hear
on the
about
road.
our night the other night? Oh lordy, this is why nobody heard from me. Okay, that I made it. So
Yeah.
for one,
We're like, where did she go? What happened? We didn't hear nothing.
yes. So let me tell you what happened. So we left, and we stopped at a rest area halfway because I did not want to reserve a place and not see what it looks like, because online it looks a whole lot different a lot of places than when you get there. But anyway, we stopped at a rest area and we made a salad, and I said, well, let's look again. And we called the lady. She said, yeah. She said, we're the nicest one in the area. Anyway, we came here. Okay. Supposed to have, how big? I thought you said they were 60 foot. The slabs. Okay. This is a 40-foot bus and it barely fits on there. I had to have Justified go outside, and the tires are barely over on the front. Okay. That was the first thing. Okay. So I was lied to you about that. But anyway, no. Or I misunderstood.
Take a picture.
Might be counting.
Either that or I
Take a
misunderstood.
picture. I
It's
want
okay.
evidence.
Or I misunderstood. Anyway, so we get things hooked up, and I got the jacks down, I got the slide outs out, and then I'm like, shit, I gotta pull up because the Jeep's out in the street. It's like, okay, so I have to redo everything. So I finally got that done. I go over here to hook up the water, okay, and there's a little spout off the tower there, and it's not working. Okay. I'm like, shit, it's not working. So we call the lady, and she said, no, you have to go and I lifted the hole, the little cover over the little manhole over the cover or over the water thing. I said, that's not in there, and there's a bunch of spiders down there, right? So anyway, when we call her, she said, oh, you got to go where the green lid is, and you got turned on down there. I said, oh, hell no, that's where the spiders are. So anyway, so Justified's trying to do it. She can't get it, so I had to stick my hand in there anyway. We did it. We finally got the water working, right? She took the keys, and I've got everything locked on the outside. In case she took the keys in the motorhome, maybe to go to the bathroom or something.
They want to lose them.
And the back of the motorhome just started shooting out water. I mean, it was shooting out water like through the center or something, and it was a lot of water, and I'm screaming for the keys because where it's shooting out at, okay, it's just going down the side of the bus, okay? And I know it's a lot of water, and I'm screaming at her, I need the keys, I need the keys.
I was on the phone.
Anyway, she wasn't listening to me. I was freaking out. So she finally brings me the keys, and I open the door to it, and straight out the center of the cab, it's just pouring. I was soaked. Pouring water. I mean, pouring. So a guy across the way, he comes over, and he's like, yeah, that's your reserve. And, well, come to find out, Rick, being the great guy he is, and I love him, and when you're boondocking, you have to have that thing full, okay? But anyway, and I didn't turn the right lever, and so everything was like bursting at the seams. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Luckily, it wasn't inside. But
Thank God.
I got a bath, and that water was cold. It was cold. My
Yeah.
city water is not cold. That water was cold. So that happened, and we hadn't eaten. Anyway, so people started texting me, did you make it? And I was like, yeah, oh shit, I forgot. It was so much at once. And it was starting to get dark. And anyway, live and learn. Here's for you to search. Arizona dad whose daughter, too, died in hot water while he searched for porn is found dead ahead of his sentencing.
Big hot car is what it said.
Yeah, his one daughter, he left in the car and he went and played video games or porn. Always ended his life or somebody ended it for him.
It's okay. We had one in Wichita that was like that, and it was a foster parent too. This one's Arizona, but we had one in Wichita too. And that guy, he actually smoked weed and told him he smoked weed and went and did all that stuff. Yeah, we'll have to look it up. I'll look it up.
Yeah, I know about that case. Yeah, I know about that case. I was like, oh, damn, he couldn't take it unless somebody did him. But he probably took his own life because he didn't want to go to prison. How much time was he facing? Do you know, Crazy?
I can look
Crazy
it up.
Mama?
Christopher. Hey, Mark
Hello,
Owens.
Mark.
Good to see you.
There's Owens.
Christopher.
You know, my aunt is called Alwyn and my brother is Owen.
What was that last name? Schultz? I'm trying to look it up. Christopher Schultz. Schults.
Schultes. Is that his name? I don't know.
And what was you asking about him?
No.
Oh, here we go. Well, here, I'll just play this. If it'll play. Hold on. No, that must have been something from today because it says 5 hours ago.
Yeah, it must have just happened just recently because I heard that he was.
He pled guilty. Father who pled guilty after leaving kid in car found dead.
Well, it was his fault. The other two kids were indoors with him, right? Or at school. Or at school.
We can play it and see what it says. Because I don't know. I don't know anything about it. So I'd be guessing, and I don't want to do that.
Yeah, because he's got two other kids, but they might have been at school. I don't know.
Okay, here we go.
With breaking news, the Miranda father, who pleaded guilty to the murder of his own daughter after leaving her inside a hot car, has died. Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us. I'm Robbie Reynolds. Christopher Schultes was supposed to be taken into custody today as part of his plea agreement while awaiting sentencing later this month. News 4 Tucson's chief investigative reporter, Cora Steinlander, was the first to confirm Schultes' death and joins us live now outside Pima County Superior Court. Course.
Yeah, well, Robbie, there was a hearing here at Pima County Superior Court at 9 o'clock this morning where Christopher Schultes was supposed to show up and be taken into custody as part of that plea agreement he reached 2 weeks ago. It quickly became clear something was wrong here today. Just as the judge entered the courtroom, I could see that Schultes' attorney seemed upset, as well as the prosecutors. Schultes nowhere to be seen. Someone whispered into the judge's ear, and I could see her demeanor quickly change. The judge then ordered a quick recess. I'd say about no more than 5 minutes later, she came back into the courtroom. No mention of Schultes' absence, but vacated today's hearing and reaffirmed the sentencing date on November 21st. I followed Deputy County Attorney Kim Humley, who was inside of the courtroom, seemed very emotional. I followed her out into the hallway. I asked her what happened, explain what just took place. She said it was unexpected this morning and that her office will be sending more information later. We have yet to receive any information yet from the Pima County Attorney's Office, but I left the courthouse immediately and I looked at the Maricopa County Medical Examiner's website, the database they have, and you could clearly see Christopher Schultes' name listed as deceased. And if you ask why Maricopa County, that's him and his wife moved to Phoenix in the middle of this murder case. It doesn't provide any further information about the cause of death at this point. That will take further investigating, so we can't tell you for sure how Christopher Schultes has died at this point. Police are involved. There is an investigation. We're going to continue asking questions, find more information, and update you as soon as we get more information into our newsroom. We're live outside Pima County Superior.
Oh, he was at home. He wasn't even in jail.
I would like to know what the plea deal was even offered. You know?
Well, he pled guilty. I don't know if there was a plea deal. He pled guilty. Doesn't mean there was a plea deal.
Well, I would say he probably pled guilty for a plea deal. So that's what I'd say.
Yeah, because you know why he pled guilty? Because he knew he was going to do that. That's why.
Mm-hmm.
So I wonder where his wife was at the time. What do you think happened? Do you think he got a garage and put the car on?
Probably.
Could have done that. That's easy. While his wife was out or something. That don't
Well,
take
here's-
much to do that. Just
Here's
go to
the thing
sleep.
from August. Where'd it go? This case is from,
My friend who I worked with in the nursing home, she did that. She put her car in the garage, turned it on, and went to sleep.
Yeah, it says August 1st, 2024, the father, Christopher Schultz, was indicted by PIMA County. Grand jury charges of first-degree murder and child abuse. Wow. What is this one? See what it is. There's nothing. I can't hear it. Oh, there it is up there. Like, where's the volume of this sucker?
Begs the judge to release him. Their 2-year-old daughter lost her life after the dad allegedly left her in a hot car.
I'm just asking if you can allow him to come home to us so we can all start the grieving process so that he can bury our daughter with us.
Police say the husband drove up to the house outside Tucson, Arizona, with his daughter asleep in the car. He told police he didn't want to wake her, so he left her in the vehicle with the engine on and the AC running. The temperature outside was 109 degrees.
3 hours later, his wife, Dr. Erica Schultes, arrived home. Cops say little Parker was discovered unresponsive in the car. The engine was off and there was no air conditioning.
I heard the most horrible screams I've ever heard in my entire life.
The mom, an anesthesiologist, performed CPR until first responders got there. Parker was rushed to the hospital but didn't make it. According to police, Christopher Schultes was aware the vehicle would automatically shut off after approximately 30 minutes, but he allegedly got distracted by playing his video game and putting his food away. Court papers reveal shocking text messages between the parents as their little girl was being rushed to the hospital. "How many times have I told you?" says the mom. "Babe, I'm sorry," he answers. "We have lost her. She was perfect," says mom. Then he texts, "Babe, our family, how could I do this? I killed our baby. This can't be real." Dr. Schultes called into the court hearing. They have 2 other children.
He's an amazing father. This was a big mistake, and I think that this doesn't represent him. No one understands how great of a tragedy this is more than myself, my remaining 2 daughters, and Christopher.
Christopher Schultes has pled not guilty to second-degree murder.
A heartbreaking moment. A dad hangs his head.
Okay. Did you get it? Gave us a little more information on it. That's crazy. And his wife's a doctor?
Yeah,
Where's,
and those texts said, "How many times have I told you?" And she just said he's a good father. So, how many times must I tell you? See, he's done it plenty of times.
That's crazy. Crazy. That's one thing I never did. I didn't leave my kids in the car. I won't even leave my animals in the car.
The first thing you should do is take your kid indoors and everything, get them safe and bring your shopping in or something. You get them out the car first. I don't even know how you can even forget your kid. I mean, my God, number one on the brain.
Yeah, some people get sidetracked. I mean, sometimes it's not even that they're doing any kind of drugs or anything. They just got a lot going through their head. And I mean, if the kid's asleep, I mean, what if, say, usually they go to daycare, but you take them to the doctor. Like, I couldn't forget mine either, but I do know that things get, let's see, a little active. You know what I mean? Some people
Yeah,
get a
well,
little.
he did have things on his mind. He had his video games on his brain.
That's right. Yeah, I saw that. I saw somewhere that it said he was watching porn on his phone, or watching porn. I know it said porn.
Who knows what he was doing? But the thing is, it doesn't matter if your kid's sleeping. Bring them indoors, or just lay him on the couch next to you. I mean,
Well,
what's wrong with
a
that?
2-year-old, a 2-year-old's going to be running around. And if he wakes her up, and he wouldn't be able to watch his porn, is what it sounds like.
It's a shame, isn't it? Though, isn't it? You're watching the kid. You're the babysitter. You know, you're the father. You should be watching your kid.
Absolutely, and yeah,
There's no ifs and buts about it.
This is crazy.
And now she's lost him. So
yeah, and everything I see on that, it was today. So he must have unalived himself today.
Well, what's her name said it happened over the weekend.
Say that again, Journey. I'm sorry, I did not hear what you said.
Somebody just put it in the chat that it happened Sunday. It happened Saturday or Sunday at 7 a.m.
Oh, and they're just releasing it today? That's crazy. Yeah, Michelle said it.
Yeah.
It happened Sunday before 7. Wow.
Yeah, but just because that video's up, you know what they do? They just put videos up like it's breaking news and it's days old, you know?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we just played that, Nona. We just played where it said that they had text messages back and forth.
See, that's the thing. When things like this happened and he pled guilty to it and then they let him go home, you say, well, they might never come back. You know, you're giving them a chance to do whatever they want to do. And that's exactly what happened. You let them go home.
Mm-hmm. And I'll be honest with you, the mom probably would never be able to, even though at the moment, you know, she told the judge she wanted him to come home.
Yeah.
Eventually, they probably would be going their separate ways because what happened if he wouldn't have got charged.
Yeah, and that's probably another reason.
I know that grief is rough. It's just rough.
He's done it many times, whatever she's talking about in that text. So, done it many times.
That's nuts. Well, and he thought they could leave the child in there with the air conditioning going.
Yeah, but they also said he knew that car would turn off in 30 minutes. So, what was the point?
Yeah. For sure. Well, I tell you what, Journey, I appreciate everything you did. I appreciate the whole chat. I still gotta cook me something to eat. I'm gonna make some pork chops and some fried potatoes. I'm hungry. So I'm gonna get off here and eat.
Yeah. You're welcome.
It's very appreciated.
Yeah, we kept the chat up to date.
I know they're trying to get a rally for Saturday, so if they do, we'll probably go to that too and then head back. Justified wants to get back home so that she could go to the Newton toy run, Toys for Tots toy run. It's a toy run, yeah. Mm-hmm. So we'll see. We'll see what's going on.
Yeah, keep us updated on that.
For sure. For sure. And Rick goes back to work Monday. He took off work to take care of Wesson, so.
So you got to be back.
I mean, he could go home and let him out and stuff, but we'll see. We'll see what's going on.
Well, at least you don't have too far to go. It's not like you're
got 8 weeks of vacation. He could take another week.
He could tell him to take another week. He can rest from you.
His whole deal of being the boss is when he takes off even a day, it just doubles his work. So, because he's a working boss.
Yeah, that's the trouble when you take off. You're always thinking, oh my God, what have I got to go back to?
In his
This is
area, I
wild.
think he's got 8 employees, but he's did this for, gosh, he's 50. Oh, he just turned 60. He's 60 years old and he's did it since he was 21. But he don't, he's got employees, but he don't like giving them the hard jobs. He does them. It's crazy.
Oh, Nona said it was Tuesday night he was found. This morning.
Yeah, I saw that
a.m.
Tuesday night he was found.
Oh, okay. Tuesday, not the weekend.
Read that again, because I was confused when I read it, because it said, I'll read it. Tuesday night, he was found this morning in Central Phoenix at 7 a.m. That's why I didn't read it out loud, because is it Tuesday night or this morning? I don't know. Kind of confused.
Yeah, I know. I read it that way, and I was like, okay, I just read it.
You read it out loud. I didn't, because I read it like 4 times. I said, oh, that's not making sense to me. I'll just put it on the screen, but I'm not reading it because I'm going to screw it up.
It could have been Tuesday night.
Hey, Justified's husband just said it's
Probably not.
4 degrees on Sunday.
Because you know what? It could have been at night because, I mean, that morning because nobody knew about it. The court didn't know about it. So until that morning, you would think that if he died, they would have notified somebody. But that ain't always the case, is it? You know?
It's not. It's not.
But they didn't
I would
even
like
know until he showed up. He
trying
didn't
to find
show
what
up.
the video was. I'd like to know what
He
his
didn't show up
video
for
was.
court. Yeah, he didn't show up for court, and that's how they found out. So they were a bit slow as well. They could have notified the judge earlier on that.
Right.
So maybe it was at 7 a.m., you know? I guess that was the last thing on their brain was to call the courts, you know? Till they called them and said, where is he? It's probably when they found out. We're coming to your house to arrest you, because that's exactly what they would have gone and done. Went and got him.
Right.
You don't show up for court when you're supposed to. You get a warrant, and they're coming. Well, they don't need a warrant. I mean, he should have showed up. Yeah. So I'm thinking he probably. Well, who knows what he did? He's died now. That's how he wanted to go out, I guess. You know, couldn't take the pain. Reality set in. You know.
Okay. I'm going to read this. I'm going to pull it up and I'll read it to you because we're going to get it straightened out here before I get off of here. Okay. Phoenix, an Arizona father at the center of a high-profile case regarding the death of his young daughter has died. The Maricopa County Medical Examiner's Office confirmed that Christopher Schultes, 38, was found dead around 5 a.m. Wednesday in a home. It says police said they are investigating his death as a suicide.
Yeah.
Last month,
look at his picture. I want to see if he's got a garage. Go down a minute. Can you see a garage? I was just wondering. He got a garage. Yeah, he's got a garage. I can't. Yeah, he's got a garage.
So let me finish this article. Late last month, the 38-year-old had accepted a plea deal in the case where he pleaded guilty to second-degree murder and child abuse. Schultes was accused of leaving his 2-year-old daughter in the hot car outside a Marana home last year. Marana police and firefighters said they found the child unresponsive in the backseat of the car. She was taken to an area hospital but did not survive. Summer temperatures peaked at 109, and the child had a body temperature of 108.9. Schultes reportedly told police at the time that he left his daughter in the car with the air conditioning running while he went inside. However, security video showed that his daughter was left in the car for roughly 3 hours until his wife came home.
3 hours.
Body camera video showed the scene aftermath, with Schultes hastening around the home, telling authorities that it was his worst nightmare. Schultes' other 2 children, 5 and 9, and their father had left all 3 of them in the car regularly. He had left all 3 of them in the car regularly and got distracted by playing his game and putting his food away when their sister was in the car. The father also faced scrutiny when he was permitted to take a vacation to Maui with his wife and other 2 daughters just under a year after his daughter died. Schulte's plea deal held a sentence of no more than 30 years in prison for both counts. He was slated to be sentenced on November 21st. So it don't look like he had court today, November 21st.
They let him go on vacation too. That's great.
Clear to Maui. It's crazy.
Hawaii. Yeah, that's great, isn't it? It's a nice little trip.
Yep. I've been to Waikiki. Pretty. But
Yeah,
Lori
I've never
Daybell
got
went over to
to.
Hawaii when her kids was missing. So why does everybody go to Hawaii when their kids are something happens
Yeah,
to their kids?
seems to be the hangout.
Mm-hmm.
Like those.
Probably like New York, easy to hide.
It wasn't easy to hide in Hawaii. Shoot, what's his name? What's his name? What's that?
Like the Pike
Eaton? Is
murders.
it Eaton?
The Pike murders. Remember that?
Hold on, we're still on.
What?
We're talking about Daybell right now. What is his name? Eaton that went over to Hawaii and got.
Yeah, Nate.
Nate. Yeah.
Yeah.
I couldn't think of his first name. Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy. Maui. Oh, I followed Maui. I followed them fires in Maui too. It's kind of crazy how the blue roofs and the red roofs, nothing burnt there. It's crazy.
Yeah, like I was saying about the Pike murders when they stole that baby, you know, when they killed all those family members. They went to Hawaii too.
What is it about Hawaii? Why did they go there?
Yeah, they went there and hid out for a minute.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, I like
You gotta have
Hawaii.
money to go to Hawaii if you want to stay long term.
I had a friend that was dying from cancer, and so that was on her bucket list, so we went. I would like to go back. That's the only time I've been to Hawaii. I'd like to go back when I'm not having to take care of somebody else, and I can actually, go enjoy it.
Yeah.
I don't regret going with my friend. Don't get me wrong, but I liked it so much. I'd like to go back. Oh my gosh. It was the anniversary for Pearl Harbor too. It was the worst parade I've ever been in or seen. We sat there forever, and kids were crying to their moms. They wanted to go home. Oh, it was horrible.
That's the year Cameron marched in it, remember?
Mm-hmm. The Pearl Harbor parade, and it was long and not no fun. Come on, Hawaii, you gotta do better. Gotta do better.
Yeah.
It sucked.
Don't do that again.
Oh my gosh. And I took my THC pins with me, and me and my friend, because she had cancer, we were smoking it up. And we were on a live. I think it was Facebook Live. I'm pretty sure it was Facebook Live. And my daughter kept calling me. I was like, why did she keep calling me? I answered it, and she says, turn around and look. I turned around and looked, and there was like 12 cops standing right behind us. I was like, holy shit.
Obviously, they didn't care.
But I couldn't see them because we was just sitting there. But yeah, I guess they were on the camera when we were talking.
They probably thought, oh, there's some tourists. We'll just let them slide.
Oh, for sure. Well, I don't know what they were doing. We was busy smoking. Are you kidding me?
They probably wasn't taking much notice of you.
They
were
wasn't after us. They wasn't after us.
They're after bigger meat, you know.
In Hawaii, at least over in Waikiki, the Japanese still owns part of Hawaii, and they have their own buses, and Americans can't go on them.
Really?
Yes. Yes.
I
Absolutely.
thought President Trump said no foreign country will own any land in America.
They still own part of Hawaii. They, like I said, they have their own buses. They got their own area. It's crazy.
Wow, I didn't know that.
I didn't either till I was over there.
Oh.
Did not either. I do know that a lot of people from Australia and stuff go to Hawaii. It is very pretty there.
Yeah. What country is Hawaii near, other than America? They're far away, but what country are they near? What islands nearby? Foreign countries. Are they?
For us?
Any countries. Let's see here. See if we can't figure it out. You're making me look shit up.
Damn.
Because I'm not going to guess to tell you. That's for sure.
No, I just wondered.
Can you see it?
Nope.
Rock and I are trying to go to Brazil because we want to go down and see my girlfriend that lives down there.
Hold on. Let me.
That's our next big one.
Okay. Can you see it now?
Hawaii.
South America.
Oh, Japan. They're not very far from Japan.
And Australia. It's right there in the middle.
They're quite near those countries. Oh, quite
I told
near.
you I wasn't going to try to guess because
Oh, no wonder Japan tried to blew up the harbor. Those Japanese people.
Mm-hmm. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Like I said, they won't let Americans on their buses over there.
Oh.
Okay, girly, I'm going to get up here and start to fix supper. It's 9 o'clock.
Okay, everybody. Thanks for stopping by. See you in the next one.
Thank you. And I'll get over to your channel. I try to get over there. Did you see me in there? I've been coming in your channel. I try to come in there a lot.
I know, I see you, and then I say hi, but you don't come back, but I do say hi. I say, hi, Rob.
Yeah,
But, you know,
I always say something back. Usually I'll have you on my TV so I can listen to it while I'm doing stuff. But absolutely. Okay. Much love to everybody. I'm out of here too. I got to eat.
Yeah, I'm watching that trial of that crazy woman in Nevada.
Oh, yeah? What's that about?
Well, she killed her boyfriend. She chopped his head off.
Oh, man. My kind of gal.
Yeah.
Her and the one that stuffed her boyfriend in the, or her husband or whatever in the suitcase. I like
And she poured chemicals all over him, like bleach and everything inside him or whatever. He was
What the
just
hell did he
smoking.
do to her? He had to
and-
do something to her for her to do that.
Well, it's weird. She got 2 kids by him, but she's married to his son.
Okay, yeah, she's kind of a case.
What the hell's going on? Well, anyway,
2 kids
they
by
never
him
found
and
his head.
married to his son. Oh, righty.
She says she threw the head in the trash, but they never found his head. And his mother went to the house because he had an appointment, and she's the one that found him, his mother.
Oh my goodness. Well,
Yeah,
the
well-
one with the suitcase I was talking about. Listen, if I tried to tell Rick to crawl in my suitcase, for one, he wouldn't be able to fit. But 2, who crawls in a suitcase for somebody to zip you in there? That's nuts.
No, she knocked him out and got him in there and threw him down the stairs in the suitcase. Let me tell you, that suitcase was upstairs, Susan Boone.
But he got in the suitcase.
Sarah Boone.
He
No,
got
that's
in
what
the
she
suitcase.
said. That's what
No,
she says. We
no,
don't know
that-
how he got in there.
He got in the suitcase. They were playing like a hide and seek or something. Or
No, but that's what she said.
no,
That's
I
what-
believe it.
No,
believe
I
it.
don't believe it. I believe he may have got in the suitcase at one time, but it would take a bit of a struggle for him to get in there. But anyway, she threw him down the stairs. Even if he got in the suitcase, she threw that suitcase down the stairs. It didn't happen downstairs. She threw it because there was a loud bang, boom, 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 all the way down the stairs around that time when she's making those videos. So, but how crazy though? I mean,
Just think
don't-
about it. Hey, honey, can you get in the suitcase so I can see if you fit? Hello.
Yeah. What
Rick was
got
like,
me
"Oh,
was
no."
we had a game of hide and seek. That was the joke. I'm like, could you come up with a better reason than that? That's the only reason she could come up is playing hide and seek in a suitcase. Ridiculous. And you put him in there. That's not really hide and seek. You put him in there. You
See,
knew
I
where he
think- I
was.
think he crawled in there and she zipped him in there.
Well,
And
she
he
whacked
threw
him
him down the stairs, but she definitely had him get in there and she.
and she beat
Maybe
him with the
that's-
baseball bat
that's
while he
fine.
was in the suitcase. Yeah, she beat him with a baseball bat while he was in the suitcase. That's where he got his injuries from. She wanted him gone. You could have said, don't come back to my house anymore because he left many times. She's the one that kept on going back and getting him. He couldn't
Crazy.
get away from her. They just had a sick love. That's all. And when you got a love like that, and one of you is going to end up not on this earth
Oh, yeah.
anymore.
I love Rick, and he loves me, but there ain't no way he's gonna get no damn suitcase ever.
You better hide them suitcases.
Nor, yeah, listen, his foot couldn't fit in the suitcase.
You just make sure you only got suitcases that are small, like
Right.
a carry-on, like a carry-on. That's it. That's all you need. Don't get no bigger than that.
That's crazy. Like I said, there wouldn't be any convincing him to get in a damn suitcase. Negative.
Yeah. How could you get that drunk? I mean, they just alcoholics. That's why they're just alcoholics.
Was he? Oh, I'm not even gonna say it. A little person,
Yeah.
a little person.
He was only about 5'2" and weighed 100 pounds.
He's a little person, but I'm talking like a little.
Whatever. Whatever.
I was talking maybe 3 foot.
What?
One of them little people.
I don't know, but whatever it was, must have been good.
I just couldn't imagine the suitcase.
We called her Suitcase Sarah Boom. Suitcase Sarah Boom.
Did you not just hear my lighter? You called me out the other day.
What?
Remember the other day when I used my lighter and you called me out?
I said, are you smoking? Are you rolling one?
Yeah, I just did the lighter. You didn't catch it.
No, I did catch it. I did hear it. I just didn't say nothing. You watch it, you don't catch your hair on fire. Catching that later.
Listen, I'm a seasoned smoker. I'm a seasoned smoker. I'm not going to burn myself. Now, watch when I get out the live, I'm going to burn my hair or something.
Yeah, you're probably going to burn your bloody couch or something now.
Oh, hell no. I'm sitting at the table.
Oh, that's good. Just make sure when you're smoking that you're sitting up straight and
I
everything.
am. I'm sitting right here up straight.
Because, you know, when you're tired or anything, you could lay down on the couch and you can fall asleep real easy.
Oh, when I called the RV park from the rest area, right? I said, "Where's the closest dispensary to the RV park?" And she started laughing. They're everywhere, she says.
They thought she's an out-of-towner. Where's the nearest one?
I said, "Well, I am 420 friendly." She said, "I don't care."
They're everywhere. Okay.
Well, medical's legal here, and I have my medical from Colorado.
That's why they're everywhere. If it's legal, everybody opens
It's not
shop.
recreational though, but it is medical.
Yeah. But a lot of people get medical, don't they?
Oh yeah.
Doctors give it
Well,
to them.
in Oklahoma, you don't, like in Colorado, you have to have cancer. You have to have some pretty big
Yeah.
stuff to,
Uh-huh.
to get a medical license. And in Oklahoma, no, you just have to pay the fee to get the medical or get the medical card.
Right. You got to have something wrong with you, though. Anxiety or something, right? Something? You got to have something wrong with you.
I don't think so. You just go to a doctor that does the marijuana cards.
Oh, is that it? Oh.
Listen, I don't know how much you know about the situation, but I'm gonna tell you, it's that way in Colorado too. My doctor in Colorado used to be an anesthesiologist, and now all she does is medical marijuana cards, and she makes so much more money than she did.
Yeah.
as an
I bet she does. Anybody
She
that does
does
that
not
make money.
You have to go every year to renew it. It costs you $500 to renew your medical card.
Oh.
It takes her 5 minutes, and then you're out of there. So she's doing 5 minutes of work, okay, and she gets paid $500.
So if you lived in a different state, you could go to that state and do it, right?
No.
You have to live there.
Right.
Oh, you have to live in that state to be able to
Yeah,
get the
we,
card.
we have a house in Aurora.
Oh. Otherwise, everybody be doing it, I guess.
Mama Roxana says the doctor who signed for those here don't make you do much to get them. I did. But I did mine 12 years ago. I had to supply all my medical records and things that I have going on.
Well, I'll tell you what, here in Wisconsin, they don't let you do nothing. We can't even get weed legal here.
Neither does Kansas.
Oh.
Neither
The
does
states
Texas.
around us, Michigan, they're big time. Illinois, they're big time, and every states except us.
And
Yeah,
I'll tell you right now, you can
keeps
ask
failing to vote.
Justified.
They keep voting for it, but they don't push it through.
You can ask Justified. I will not smoke and drive. So, especially this big old thing.
Oh, right. You gotta
Hell to the no.
concentrate when you drive that thing.
Iowa, neither does Iowa. I think
don't smoke
Kentucky. I
cigarettes
don't think
when
Kentucky
you're
has even medical. Crazy.
Well,
Smoke a little smoke. Smoke a little smoke.
okay then. Neither does Iowa. Oh, okay.
Justified was smoking a joint a while ago and she was coughing like crazy. I said, I muted and said, oh my gosh, you don't even have a clue what that sounds like.
Damn. Sounds like you're dying when you smoke weed. I says, what the hell are you choking on, man? Everybody I know that smokes weed coughs their guts up when they smoke it. I'll be like, damn.
I brought a really cool pen and I hadn't even opened it. I brought it with us. And I used to see her last night having to suck that damn thing, trying to get it to go. I've had it since January. I was fixing to think that I got ripped off, but she finally got it. She got it going, but she was coughing hard too. Oh, my God.
The poor woman, her lungs must have been tired.
I don't hold my breath for a long time.
I only smoke cigarettes. I only smoke rollies. I don't do drugs or anything like that. No weed or nothing. I'm a good girl.
Well, Justified's young too. How old are you?
I'll be 44.
44. She's young.
44. Oh my God. I'm 64. 20 years older.
I'm 57.
You're 50. I must be the oldest here. I bet I am.
No. Nona told you the other day she was older than you.
Oh. I'm a young 64 though.
Age don't matter, right?
No, what I'm saying is I'm just like a young 64. You know, there's 64s that look like they're 70 or 80. You know, I'm just a regular 64-year-old woman.
She's only 63.
She's only 63. Don't make her 64.
Well, listen. Sometimes you don't hear me, so I figure if I drop that, she's going to speak up, okay? It was a dream.
I told you I was the oldest. I told you I'm the oldest here. You better be behaving. I'm the oldest.
I don't know if you're the oldest.
Yeah, but you're as young as you feel. Do you know what I mean?
Right. I feel old today. I'm tired.
If you can still walk and talk, you're doing fine.
That's right. All right, listen, I already got my pork chops. They're all seasoned.
Oh, God, she got a pork chop. Don't slap her around the head with the pork chop.
That's right. And I already got my potatoes waiting to be fried. They're already peeled and sliced, and I already got the olive oil ready. So,
damn, you've been talking and cooking as well?
I'm fixing to, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, we're going to let you go then and just enjoy your meal and relax before it gets late.
Absolutely. Well, thank you again so very much. Thank you to the chat. So glad everybody's here.
Yeah.
We'll probably go live again tomorrow.
Yeah. Show us some sights or something.
You want to see OSU campus? We can go to the university tomorrow. We found
just show us some sights wherever you're going. Just show us while you're there.
Oh, yeah, we found a transformer.
A transformer? Did you?
I'll show it to you tomorrow. Yeah, it's big and yellow. It's really tall.
I don't want to see no transformers.
This is how high she was the other day. I got to tell this story. Okay, so she's acting kind of like, listen, I know she's high, okay? and I wasn't smoking. And we're headed to Walmart. What was we headed to get? Dry ice. We had it, but they didn't have it.
Dry ice?
Anyway. Yeah, dry ice. Because for some reason I can't get the damn fridge and freezer to work. It shows a E1. So we got a Yeti. We got 2 Yetis, and we got ice in it. But anyway, we went and got dry ice. Anyway, as we're headed to Walmart, Justified says, "There's a transformer," and I'm like, "What?" And I look to the left. There's not a transformer. I don't know. So we go there, and we have to go to this Homeland Foods because Homeland Food is the one that had the dry ice. We're coming back, and she says that transformer is at the GMC. So we pulled through the GMC dealership there. No transformer. I'm thinking she was as high as hell. She's seeing damn transformers, okay? Okay. We're driving. I'm clearing the left lane. She goes, "Oh, there it is. There it is." It was at a body shop. I turned right. And listen, I about hit this lady because I was looking at this freaking transformer that I thought didn't exist. Anyway, it cemented to the ground. Because I'm gonna say it the way Justified said it too. She goes, "Well, that'd be pretty cool, but I don't see it happening if that transformer like broke down and drove off."
Shit.
Because we couldn't find it. She just knew she saw it.
She drove off.
Wait
coulda
till you
walked
see
away.
it. It's got like all these bolts and it's bolted to the damn pavement. That damn thing wasn't driving off. Not only that, it's tall. It's
She
big.
had me convinced it moved.
I really thought she was just seeing shit. Like, seriously. Thought she was seeing shit. Because, listen, this is how high she was. Her reflex was really slow, too, because that was like 2 miles back the road. And she probably said, "Oh, a transformer." It was way back there. It wasn't right. It wasn't at the GMC. And it wasn't close to it. It was down the road. True story. Is it not true?
It's true.
It's true. But her face when she said, "That'd be kind of crazy if that thing folded down and drove off like that quick." Oh, then she said, "We wasn't in Walmart that long." She did.
Oh my God.
We wasn't in Walmart that long.
I think you ladies better keep your camera on when you're driving. We want evidence.
Oh my God. Okay. So
You never know what's going to come out of my mouth.
listen, you guys would love me to have my camera on all the time because this girl is an accident waiting to happen and she's hilarious. So I've got these zero gravity chairs, right, that go outside. They're like lawn chairs, but they sit up and they lean back. And, okay. So I put one in the living room here for her. She flipped that thing over. And I said, I should be filming right now. This is hilarious. It was hilarious.
Look, in her defense, see? This person's got my back. Yippee-ki-yay.
There you go, yippee-ki-yay. In her defense, I think the body shop is G&M something. Probably. But we did see the body shop. But it wasn't close to the GMC dealer either. And it didn't move. I'll take you and show you the transformer tomorrow, and you'll get a big kick out of it. Now knowing the story about the damn transformer. This lady flipped me off with double barrels too, because I was looking at the transformer and I about hit her. She honked at me, stopped her car, and gave me 2 middle fingers, and I waved at her. True story, Journey. I did.
My God.
Not wave at her.
You know, I was like, I don't think she's going to wave.
Oh, she stopped and stuck both middle fingers up, and I waved.
She gave you the double finger.
You guys would be proud of me, okay? Because I waved at her. I think it pissed her off more though.
I think she was doubly pissed, don't you think?
She was not happy with me, but honestly, it was my fault because I was looking for the transformer that I thought didn't exist, and I didn't. It was a side road. I didn't think there would be a car coming. I guess I don't know.
Yeah, okay. They traveled together.
We are.
Oh, too much road. Yes, and listen, don't dare her to do something. It's a bad idea to dare her to do something. Let me leave it at that.
Well, thanks for the warning.
Yeah, because the dare, she'll do it. Okay, so when she called her husband today, or last night. Rock, can't let her go to jail. I said, well, what the fuck's she gonna go to jail for? He goes, oh, you don't know. You don't know.
And she was right outside the courthouse. Could have
Yeah,
happened.
so this morning she calls her dad. He's sitting here and we're,
Getting
cutting
ready.
up, and he says, don't let her go to jail. I'm like, wait a minute, what the
Oh
fuck?
no, he goes, do you need bail money?
Oh yeah, yeah. Do
What
you
you need?
oh, how much bail money
How
are you
much
gonna
bail
need? I'm like, wait a minute. Her husband says, don't let her get arrested. And you're telling me I'm gonna need bail money. So it was safe. I'll just say that.
I was on my
Well, it's Wednesday now. It's nearly Thursday. You're doing good. You're doing good.
We're not sending bail money.
That's right. No bail money.
No bail money for you. We'll leave you. Rock will leave you there for another weekend.
Oh, okay. Listen, I gotta tell you what else happened last night. Okay. So we were going to check out the courthouse so we'd know the route. Okay, because we're about 7-8 minutes from there.
Yeah.
We decided I had some poster board in the bus, but we needed a stick for our.
We were so not posting those
this
pictures.
This gets so good. This
You
gets
cannot
so
post
good.
those pictures.
So anyway, we needed a stick that to put on the poster board of the signs we were going to make. And I said, "Oh, we can find a Dollar Tree." And I said, "They got signs that go in the yard, and we can use that." And okay. So anyway, we go into the Dollar Tree. We find what we want to use. These little gnome with a stick on it, wooden. We're fixing to go check out, and guess who's lost their wallet? Justified's lost her wallet.
Oh no.
Where they all at? Okay. So I give her the keys to the Jeep. She goes out to the Jeep, and I'm going up and down every aisle. And first off, why did you think you lost a wallet?
Because my husband called and I pulled my phone out of my pocket and I thought, oh fuck.
Yeah. So she's on the phone. She pulled her phone out of her pocket. She's on the phone, so she don't know where she's lost this day. And it's not your normal wallet. It's just something that'll hold your driver's license. It's a little zipper purse. Like the pocket change purse. Think of that size.
Yeah.
So I'm rushing through this Dollar General or Dollar Tree. It was Dollar Tree, trying to see if there's a wallet laying on the floor. Okay. She went out to the car. She comes back in. She goes, "It's not there." I'm like, "What?" So now I'm in a panic, and we're headed all through this place, trying to find her damn thing. And I really didn't want to say she was missing it because if it was on the ground somewhere, I didn't want somebody looking for it and keeping it. Okay, and keeping her money in her chip. So she goes back. I said, "I'll go help you look in the Jeep." Guess what? It was in the Jeep. It had fallen under the seat. So that happened. We get back here. We're making the poster, but we're making our signs. We couldn't get them level. We bought stickers with the letters on there to make our signs. But we took tape, some Gorilla Tape, and we taped that damn stick in the inside of them poster boards. And I've got it all set up, and it's working really good. And Sarah catches it with her ass and breaks the freaking stick.
Oh, no. So all that trouble.
Yeah, so if you would have paid attention to the stick today, that stick had a whole roll of tape on it.
Roller tape.
Yeah. And we had a hell of a time with that damn poster board and everything. But you should see my face when she broke that damn stick. I was not happy.
You should have brought extra next time. Buy extra.
Listen, I just told you about the disaster of the wallet losing.
Leslie says I'm very bad with arts and
As
crafts.
a matter of fact, I said,
When
we're
I
going back, and we're going back right now. Because I was going to go live and go to the university. I said, not today.
And the signs didn't look bad. They turned out good.
Yeah,
This is one of the better signs there.
Yeah, that kid felt really lucky to have it.
I was like, you're gonna let us have it? I said, take it. I was like, I got plenty.
Yeah, so he got a broken ass sign too. Okay.
So if you go back Saturday, you got to go back to the Dollar Tree and get some more.
Yep, we got to start all over.
Start
That's
all over
right.
again. See how
Well-
far you get this time.
Get thicker posters.
Tomorrow though, we will definitely go drive around, let you guys see the town, let you see the college. Check it out.
Did you check out the posters? Take some pictures of the signs? Because we couldn't really see them. Because in chat, I was saying, Go
We have-
closer to the signs and take a video of it because we couldn't see what was written
Oh,
on
and
the sign.
I couldn't see chat.
We have
you did.
pictures of the sign that we made, but
I was
she
like,
can't
go
post-
closer.
She can post the sign, but she can't post the whole picture.
Oh my gosh.
She cannot post
Let me
the
tell you
whole
what I
picture.
did yesterday.
I'm cloned. Let's just put it that way.
Let me tell you what I did yesterday. This young lady, she made a lot of noise right before. Okay, she sounded like a damn train. It was nuts. Okay, so I'm like
snoring.
Oh, bad. So I turned the surround sound on in the bus, and it's everywhere, right? She just snores louder. I'm like, fuck. So I go to, there's 2 fire sticks pretty close together, 2 TVs. And I turn one of them on rain and thunder, black screen. Okay. Then I turn the other one on rain and thunder, a black screen. Okay. I'm finally getting to sleep. Also, I'm here. Listen, who wants to get up? Who don't want to sleep in rain and thunder?
Me,
right?
I sleep through it.
Yeah. Anyway, so I'm just getting sleep. She starts screaming, "Is it raining? It's not supposed to rain. It's raining. You hear the thunder? It's not supposed to rain." And I let her go for a minute. I said, "It's the TV."
There's certain things I have to do at home to take care of before it can rain.
Oh my God.
The farm requires a little repair.
Now, with all this stuff that's been going on, I was like, yeah, I'm not going live. It's too much.
Right now?
No.
I'll
So
sit
I was
down.
trying to look. I know that Age 6 Oklahoma, he said he was posting a bunch of pictures.
Do it.
We didn't
She
get
is, Chris. She is going to cook in a minute.
I am going to cook. Thought he was going to cook. Listen, I'm telling you all the disasters we had. I'm cooking. Leave me alone while I'm cooking.
Oh, she's cooking while she's talking. She's
right
telling us
now.
all the funny stuff they've been at. Left us in the lurch.
Listen, step back while I cook. We're cooking.
I thought she was cooking.
She can cook and talk at the same time
No.
and
no,
smoke
I'm not that talented right now.
and smoke.
That's, I'm taking a bit of a breather here.
Okay, hold on. Let's see here. Check this out. You ready for this?
I went to school.
I gotta get my glasses. Gotta get my glasses. What does cooking slang has 2 main meanings: professional kitchen jargon for specific tasks, and a modern slang where to cook means to perform well or succeed, and cooked can mean exhausted, finished, or very strange.
I'm cooked, yeah.
In general slang, let him cook means to let someone proceed with a creative or skillful task. How about that?
I thought it meant set him on fire.
No. It's like, listen, I'm giving you guys a lot of information right now. That means I'm cooking. I'm cooking and I'm giving you good shit.
And she's cooked. You know what cooked means?
I'm really
You're
not.
fucked. You're fucked. That's what it means.
I'm really not. I've maybe taken 2 hits the whole time I've been here. That's true.
That's just for starters.
Oh, but you guys, you wouldn't believe it. We're not drinkers, but you would think we were. There's a fireball in the damn freezer, and Sarah, she got these chocolate candies.
Right.
It's got lemon drop in it. It's got espresso with vodka. It's got cosmopolitan with vodka.
Wow.
Let's see here.
Damn.
Vodka mule and mojito. And not did she just buy this package? She bought 2 of 2 different kinds. We had a banana. Oh, the pina colada and chocolate. It was disgusting. It was not good. It's not good.
Do
But
you like pina colada?
I do. I love pina colada.
So it must have been nothing like it then. It was
not
nasty.
good. Mm-mm. But let me tell you, we were at the BX, and when we went to Colorado, and me and Justified decided they had some really cool shot glasses, free mixed drinks, and it was like sex on the beach and all kinds of listen, it looked really good. They were the most disgusting things I've ever tried.
Mhm.
We didn't even. I don't even think we made it past one.
No, I don't think we did.
I don't think we did.
No,
It was
gross.
disgusting. Let's see here. I don't know. Maybe I could show you this. I don't know if I can or not. Let's see if I can show you.
I eat one of these little chocolates, and that's enough for me.
Can you see it?
Oh, yeah, those little shot bottles.
And she bought 2 deals of it.
I got a
Oh.
Oh, the other one's Bailey's. No, I can do the Bailey's.
Oh, I love Bailey's.
Very much fun.
I like tequila rose too, over ice.
Oh,
Bailey's
you
over
know what's
ice and
funny that you
tequila
said
rose.
that? 'Cause what did I say?
We were just
Ask
talking about it the
Hawkeyes.
other day.
Hawkeyes, we were talking yesterday, and I said, "Oh man, I'm not a drinker, but I do like tequila rose."
Oh yeah, yeah. I like tequila. I haven't had it for a very, very long time, but I have that over ice and I just sip at it.
Yeah.
Lovely. Just like
But it's
Bailey's.
crazy that you said the same thing I did.
I know.
said
We're
that
just,
yesterday. I said I actually like tequila rose.
yeah. I used to have a bottle of that all the time.
It is good. So if you haven't, listen, if you're not a drinker and you want something that tastes good, I'm telling you, tequila rose is the way to go.
Yeah. Just have a tequila rose and sip at it. I mean, or even a Bailey's. It's good.
Now, check this out.
Over ice. Over ice. I always have it over ice. Have it nice and cool.
You see that?
Yummy. Yep.
Bailey's.
But they got so many different flavored Baileys now. Oh my God, they got so many different
But
flavors.
these are chocolates, and then in the
Yeah.
center is the drink.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, they got lots of flavors out there now. The liquor.
Listen, Justified is not getting any tequila. She's already talking about going outside naked.
No.
No more.
What I said is when you're outside, it sucks because you can't get like naked. And then when you're hot. You guys were talking about getting hot earlier.
Yeah. Tequila makes your clothes come off. You know that.
Yes, tequila makes clothes come off. I've heard that.
Yeah.
My husband says so.
That's a song.
But you used to drink, right?
I did.
And what was your drinking choice then?
Tequila.
Oh, tequila
Wine,
made her
and then-
clothes. Why did you quit drinking tequila?
I drank it all. It seemed like a long time, but
Because tequila made her clothes fall off.
I only drank tequila, like a tequila rose or a tequila sunrise or something like that. I never drank a shot of it with anything because I
Well,
didn't
you have
like
to
it like
admit,
that.
tequila rose tastes like a strawberry drink to me.
right.
Yeah, that's
Like
what
a
I mean. I'm
milkshake.
weak.
We used to drink
Yeah.
it in high school. It was like our go-to, like girls.
Okay.
drink.
Yeah, I can't
you
drink
ever
shots
have
of
to drink
tequila
that?
or anything like that. Nasty. No, I wasn't a tequila drinker like that. Tequila sunrise or something like that.
Listen, I drank some Boilermakers one night when I think I was out of high school. Anyway, where you have
Yeah.
beer and you drop a shot glass of Jack Daniels in it, and I got sick. And even the smell of Jack Daniels.
Don't they call that a flaming Dr. Pepper?
We always called it a Boilermaker, but I don't know. It was gross. So
Rock.
yes,
I like Jack Daniels, but I haven't drunk it for a long time. But that was the drink I used to drink.
I got sick on Jack Daniels, and I had a hard time even. If somebody is drinking it, it makes my stomach turn.
But I don't drink it strong. I have plenty of ice in it and Pepsi. It has to be a certain way. It can't be too strong or anything. But I haven't had it for years now.
What is raw egg and Tabasco? Ugh. What is that?
Huh?
Ugh.
Tabasco?
What are you
Yeah.
talking about? What's raw egg and tobacco for?
Is that for a hangover? You drink
No,
that for a
doctor.
hangover, don't you? Or you drink that before you go out? I don't know.
Listen, I don't even really like eggnog. The thought of raw eggs does not.
Oh,
does
I
not
love
appeal to me.
eggnog. See, I like eggnog.
Rick does too.
I love it.
spiked eggnog. I could drink it a whole lot better.
But I'm not drinking.
I can
I'm
drink
not
it easy.
drinking a raw egg, let alone no damn Tabasco sauce on a raw egg.
It's okay. I've drunken plenty of eggnog, so I'm fine.
But yes, you should stay away from dark liquors because your kidneys can't filter them. I find that out.
See, I was mostly a beer drinker, like Miller Lite or something. Beer
Yeah.
drinker. Real weak beer. Nothing strong. Oh, I like cider, alcohol cider. I used to drink alcohol cider half and half, like a half a beer, like a lager, half and half. It's called a snake bite. You ever tried it? Alcohol cider with lager, half and half, like a Heineken beer or something. You just half and half. It's a snake bite. I'll tell you what, it'll bite your ass. I'm telling you. So it don't
No.
taste like it, but it will. They call it a woman's beater drink.
Well, beer. Mama Los Ronda says I don't like beer. You know, I think beer has to be an acquired taste. But that's
Yeah, because I don't like all beers. There's certain beers I tried and I'd be like, ugh, nasty.
Yeah, but
Oh.
probably the very first time you ever tried a beer, you went, ugh, how does people even drink this?
No, when
you
I
have to acquire
first
that
drank,
taste.
see, when I was younger, I wasn't much of a drinker. I used to put white soda in it, half and half, like a lemonade. Do you know what I mean? I make a soft drink out of it. That's how I used to drink my beer. Put white soda in it.
Oh, wow.
Like a 7-Up or something.
I could drink a red beer, but it's got to be like 90% tomato juice to the 10% beer. I put so much tomato juice in there, you can't taste the beer.
I like beer. I just try not to get started on it because once you have one, you want another one.
Right?
And it's terribly dehydrating.
I better start taking drinking up again.
No.
I'll get back in the game. No.
I don't want to be in that game.
Listen, I haven't drunk a beer for about, probably getting on for 2 years now. But I used to have the 12-ounce can. Then I'd only drink half of it. I start falling to sleep. So I got into the shorties, the little ones. I had to, I was down to the little ones. Because I was wasting the beer because I couldn't even drink it.
Oh, wow.
Well, it is a bit boring if you're at home drinking by yourself. It's a bit boring.
I was going to kill myself. I live like a wild, fast-paced life. And
She is also accident prone.
Yes. So it was like
if
drinking
somebody's gonna
and-
get hurt, she's gonna do it.
drinking and they just don't mix.
And I'm not even gonna tell you how many times we've lost the Jeep keys too. I mean,
listen. Do not hand me things in my left hand. I will set things down.
And she'll set them down and walk off.
It has to go in my right hand and right pocket.
Yeah,
And
that's
she
weird.
means well. She does.
That's just like glasses and sunglasses. I gotta have them on my head, otherwise I lose them, or they sit on them or something. Gotta be
Well,
on my
see,
head.
they have a farm, and she's always got so much to do that she's just running ragged. So even
She owns a bar?
No, a farm. A farm.
Oh, a farm. I thought you
She's
said
got goats and horses and rabbits and
well,
chickens.
that'll keep you busy if you own a farm. Yeah.
Quail.
And quail. And then inside she's got a
Oh.
turtle, a snake, a couple tarantulas,
Oh
a
my
gecko, a bearded dragon.
Oh, Jesus.
How many?
4 parrots.
4 parrots, 2 chinchillas. She's got the rescues going on. She used to have 2 old turkeys that was meaner than hell too. But most of them's all rescues.
Oh. Well, that's nice. But the farm might keep you busy, though, those animals.
It does keep her busy.
Yeah, because they gotta be fed and done at a certain time, ain't they?
Well, and not only that, one of her hands she can't use. I mean, she can barely use it. So
I had brain
it's
surgery.
really
in
hard
05,
on her.
So
Oh.
A retarded hand.
I tell
sorry.
everybody I'm half retarded. The left side is retarded. The right side's good.
Hey, she calls herself that, not me.
You guys want to hear something dirty?
No, no, that's a negative. And the whole chat, everybody in the internet goes to Rock True Crime for something dirty.
No, I'm just
Do not leave your kids in the car. This might take longer than expected. Or it might be quick. I don't know.
I just make my husband sleep on the side.
I just have to censor this real quick. Hold on. Let me see what she's going to tell. Let me see what she's going to tell before she tells it. Hold on. Okay.
This chat is for adults only. Okay, guys, gotta be over 18.
I'm on there right
Adults
now.
only.
You're going to be glad you didn't hear it. Because I don't want to hear it again. It was not good. It was so
funny.
No.
It's funny.
No. So not internet.
Because I
friendly.
make fun of myself.
Oh, so not.
Yeah, those
No.
YouTubers, they might catch us, YouTube.
Listen, this isn't even rock proof. I'm not kidding. I can't unhear it now. I was set up for that.
We gotta have a censor chat now. Our chat is
No, I
censored.
already heard enough of that
It's
chat.
like an
I
adult
don't want to know
show.
the details of that. I don't even want to know any more about it. I don't even want to know that I heard it. I
It
am
must
so
have been
glad I
sexual.
muted. So
It was
glad I muted.
sexual. Sure, it's sexual.
Yeah, listen, I can't even think about it no more.
I can't think about it neither. It hurts my head.
It makes my stomach start to turn.
Oh,
It's not that bad. Oh my god.
She's
making
only
it go home.
57.
Really
I
not.
gotta mute her because she's gonna. Listen, I gotta get off here. She's gonna try to tell you
I'm not gonna
this
tell you
damn
the joke.
story. Listen, Joni, I appreciate you. I love you. I love
Okay.
everybody. But we got to go. She's gonna tell the story
I
tonight,
am not gonna tell
and
the
we're
story.
not gonna let it happen.
Okay, then. Let's say goodnight then. So
Yes,
you can
it's
cook your
great.
pork
She's
chops.
gonna tell the story.
I
I
won't.
got to go. Okay, thanks everybody. Thanks, Journey. Thanks,
Okay.
Sharon.
Good night, everybody. See you next time.
Yep, much love. I'm not even playing it next turn.
Nighty night.
That's right. She's liable to start talking. Here we go.
Night.